Hey, it's Ross with Rule of One Bubble Radio. We're playing Delta Green, Future Perfect 1. This is a scenario that is pay what you want on RPGnow.com or drive-thru-RPG. This was written by Dennis Detwiller.
We're all gonna die.
Not necessarily. Stop being a pessimist.
No, we're dead until 20 minutes after.
There's a high probability.
This is pay what you want. This has been recently revised for the new Delta Green rule set. So I actually ran this years and years and years ago, right when it came out, around 2006, 2007 when it came out.
In the dark time before recordings.
Yeah, exactly. And so for some of these very players, I think, I'm not quite sure who.
I think I remember playing in this, but that was a long time ago.
So
I've heard legends of it.
Please don't metagame. So Working Group Icarus last time had to deal with the Star Chamber, essentially, an inquest to determine whether who was bad, who should remain part of Delta Green, and who should be excised from the program. So the group, after interviewing all the surviving agents, made their judgment. So several...
We did make a judgment.
You did make a judgment. Several agents have been left behind that you are all aware of now, because if you want to reach out to them, you certainly can.
Let's see how Jenny's doing.
Yeah, let's see how Jenny's doing. So, but after some time between that and your next job, you have some downtime. So let's do vignettes first. Even the agents, that was their first mission, have some time, and they certainly realize that this is a weird thing that they've gotten themselves into, so they could try and brush up on something. Just to reiterate,
we get benefits?
Yeah, you are. You're part of the federal government. You get all kinds of benefits.
Yay!
Including a free funeral.
Well, it's good that those are taken care of,
If you have damaged bonds, you can fulfill responsibilities. You could establish a new bond. You could go to therapy or back to nature to recover sanity. You can improve a skill or a stat. You could indulge in your personal motivation, which can recover SAN or at the cost of your bonds. You can go through special training, or you can stay on the case and investigate things. Like if you want to find out how working Operation Tiger Island is doing, you could find out about that. Or you could study the unnatural, and there's a new vector for that. So who wants to do a vignette first?
Therapy.
Therapy. All right. So Tom, you're playing Special Operator John Jordan, I believe.
Major John Jordan.
Major John Jordan. All right. So he's going to do a therapist. The program has a therapist who is okayed by the group. You're not sure how much the therapist actually knows about the unnatural or how much they actually believe. But they are confidential. They cannot,
So I can talk freely with them.
You can talk freely with them. Do you have human?
I do.
All right, you can make a human check.
No.
Yeah. All right, so do you want to tell the truth or do you want to tell them lies?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Okay. So.
Well, I'm trying this again. I tried this before. Nothing happened.
All right. So we'll play this a little bit. What is your character really trying? What are they trying to come to terms with? What is he trying? Yeah. What is Major Jordan trying to come to terms with?
I don't have comrades on this team. I have co-workers that can die at any moment. And this isn't it's not even like combat.
So, co-corpses?
What did you think about your last mission?
I try not to, but no, I think about it all the time. Hard decisions have to be made, but it doesn't make it any easier. I mean, it could be one day it could be me in that chamber. Being with being interviewed by someone else that doesn't know anything yet.
Okay. Let's see here.
One day they may be making a decision about me.
Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. All right. It actually doesn't say what the... Okay, it's actually a luck roll, but because you're telling the truth, you have a negative 30 penalty or negative 20 penalty, so you need to roll a 30 or less.
Jesus.
On this. So if it fumbles, you lose 1 SAN. If it succeeds, you gain 1d6 sanity or 6 of the critical success, up to your power times 5.
All right. 26.
26. All right. Roll a d6.
Oh, I got one. 5.
5. All right.
Wow, I feel better.
You do. You feel like you are worthy of judging other people whether they should live or die. It's
you
your
made the
purpose.
perfect
Thank
decision.
you. Like, I can kill again. You've given me a reason to live.
All right. You're apparently your therapist is used to dealing with veterans. Knows how to deal with this kind of stress. So good job.
It's like, I should walk out like whistling, whistling the Andy Griffith theme.
Yeah. maybe not that much, but yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
people.
Hey, Aaron. Let's see. Who's your character?
I am Duncan Spiker.
Duncan Spiker. What was your last mission? I think that was Sweetness, wasn't it? Or
Well, I think it was. So yeah. After that, I
you ended it in Chicago.
Yes, so
Right.
I believe so. Yes, that was correct. So it ended in Chicago, and I requested a little more time off on that because, in fact, I do have my ailing mother, and I have not been able to see her as often as I want. And the fact that I have, but there have been more burned bridges with my ex-spouse, so I need some positivity in my life before it all goes away.
So, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to fulfill your responsibilities for your poor mother?
Yes, I am trying to fulfill
What
some
is
responsibilities.
what is your bond at with her currently?
9.
And what is your charisma?
Charisma is at 9.
Then your bond is fine. You haven't damaged your bond with your mother yet.
Okay.
So you actually doesn't really matter. So that's the thing. Fulfilling responsibilities repairs bonds that are damaged. You damage bonds by projecting sanity loss on them. So you haven't done that because you've just eaten all the sanity loss yourself. So what do you want to do? You can't do it as a pure role playing thing, but
Okay.
you can't raise any of your bonds above the 9.
Alrighty. So, all right.
You could establish a new bond if you wanted to.
Well, that, and actually, I probably actually need to go to therapy too, just because I need to get some of my sanity back.
Okay. Well, there's other ways to do that. You could go back to nature, spend time in seclusion, minimizing stress, distractions, and obligations.
Actually, that is what I did the last time because I went out just to continue to collect spores, mold, and fungi. So
that's what you're doing?
I'll continue that too, since I'm a microbiologist. So I'll bury myself as soon as I know she's fine for this week.
Reduce one bond other than a bond for Delta Green by 1.
All right, so I haven't published a paper in a while, and they're probably getting a little irritated with me. So my bond with my colleagues is going down by 1.
All right, yeah, they're asking you to sit on committees and help them do various things and help edit journals and shit like that. And you're like, no,
Pure research, don't give a crap.
Yep, there you go. All right, make a sand test.
All right. No, I did not make that.
All right. Well,
Nothing, Jade?
you're just consumed with anxiety as you're trying to get away from it, but you're just thinking about all those mounting responsibilities. So you don't lose any sanity because you didn't fumble, so you don't get any.
No more peer reviews.
All right, Zinjenko. Let's get to that.
The downward spiral continues. I'm gonna just outright state by now. Let's see. He's under investigation. No indictments have dropped. Up to you on that one.
Actually, give me a bureaucracy check.
Okay, cool. Bureaucracy. Black. 50. No.
Failed.
Failed.
It's standard. Okay.
Yeah.
You are still suspended.
Yeah.
You
Not surprising.
Yeah. So you can't carry a gun anymore.
Nope. Don't have a badge to throw around.
Don't have a badge.
But like I said, he's probably got a restraining order from his current spouse who was suing for divorce.
Yeah.
A scholar will not talk to him. He tried calling Robles the other day, but he was pretty drunk. Robles was sober.
Yeah.
Zinchenko was plowed, as usual. He's been occasionally, I guess, he's been going out and just following weird obsessions now because he's cracking.
Okay. So you're studying the unnatural.
Yes, he is.
Well, one thing that did come up during the inquest was Ginny talked about this language called Aklo, which got your interest, and you actually did some searching for it on the internet.
Did the old man mention Aklo by any chance?
What?
Did the old man mention Aklo by any chance?
He mentioned an old Indian tongue that they called Aklo. So yeah, that's why you heard it twice now. See?
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, I'm interested.
So there's actually discussions about it on the internet. Some believe it is the tongue of creatures that existed before humanity. Others say it's a modern day fake created to generate interest in the occult. There's only one existing source for the language. The so-called Federal Papers, located in the special collections at Miskatonic University in Arkham, Massachusetts. PDF scans of the papers are found online. They are filled with strange symbols that you study. However,
I printed them out at the local Kinko's.
yeah, you realize that there are also marks on these scans that are not like somebody made marks that you cannot read from the scan. So you want to get more information, you need to get the originals. But without your badge anymore, that's going to be tough. It's also in Massachusetts.
It's a bit of a drive. Got my car at least.
You can give me a bureaucracy check.
Let's give it a shot.
See if you can finagle your way through.
Yellow. No.
Wait, do you have persuasion?
I do have persuasion, actually.
Yeah, you can give me a persuade check. You could actually go there.
Black. 78. Barely missed it.
Okay.
I tried.
Yeah, you try. But you know about the you can recognize the characters of Aklo now.
Okay.
So put that under special training.
Just, okay, special training, Aklo?
Special training. You're not fluent in it. You can just Aklo recognition.
Recognize Aklo.
So no stand check.
Yay!
Damn it!
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard!
The cliff's still going to be there.
Fling yourself towards that pit a
It's good to
little
be still
harder.
there. So
So I can recognize Aklo.
who's next? Bill. Your agent Donovan Barrow, I believe. His first mission was judging other agents. And I didn't actually specify if you, when I gave you that pregen, whether that person had gone through any hard experiences or experiencing unnatural or anything like that, or if they were just a bog standard FBI agent that just got pulled into the program.
I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
I feel like that's important.
So it's, yeah, you didn't lose any sand last time, but you realize they're talking about weird creatures and like everyone's taking this seriously. This is seriously upsetting. Like, this is like, what the fuck have you gotten into?
I'm mostly just like tunnel visioning into my pastimes outside of work, my historical wargaming group.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to mooch some work stuff then to go for some demolitions training because my mortar teams really aren't performing right, and I want to try to understand that better.
Demolitions, all right, special training. All right, this reduces one bond, other than the bond for Delta Green, and by one.
Okay.
As you let your other responsibilities lapse, obviously. Yeah.
Right. Well, actually, what I'm aiming for, I'm going to reduce that historical wargaming group bond because I'm going to find an OP combo.
Okay.
And make everyone hate me.
All right,
I'm
so-
going to be that guy.
All right.
You failed, obviously. So you're trying to improve your demolition skill. What is your demolition skill at right now?
20.
20. All right. Make a skill test. If you fail, you improve.
Red.
This is bullshit. The Big Bertha doesn't perform like that.
Red
Yeah.
10s. 5.
So you don't improve any, actually. You have to fail the test in order to gain skill.
I did. No, wait, I rolled under. Herp derp.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you waste your time doing it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I already knew that.
You need to get better explosives.
I guess that means it's a realistic depiction of reality then, so these rules must be right. I mean,
all right, and finally, we have Dan, whose character we don't exactly remember who you played last time, but
Yeah.
What happened to those character sheets?
I don't know. I thought I had them in the book, but I
my drink just got a little
it
excited.
was at Tom's house. Maybe I left it behind or something like that. Yeah, we'll just say your character is new to Delta Green, so no vignette for you.
Mid.
Yeah, so you're playing a computer expert.
Yep.
What's your character's name?
Fist expert.
In your face.
Actually, hand me a piece of scratch paper.
Show enough.
Oh yeah, I forgot this was karate. Karate
What's your
admin.
character's name again? Here,
Duncan Spiker.
Spiker. All right. Dan.
Fennec.
Oh man.
Fennec. All right, and then Jordan, and then Barrow, and then Zinchenko. So I can call you.
Like, just call us meat.
Wow. All right, so all of you are called in, are contacted by the program. You have been assigned. You were given temporary clearance. Your badge is being temporarily reinstated for
Probably very quietly.
yes, to go to Bakersfield, California, or actually to contact the Sacramento office first.
Okay. Do I get my assigned weapon, or do I get
You'll be
separate
given a
one?
weapon there.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the gun that I hid last time.
Okay.
And the hammer, the big fucking hammer.
All right.
I'm the one that I broke the stone with.
The sledgehammer. Okay.
I'm convinced that it's magical now
All right. Fair enough.
because it works.
The rest of you are told to go to the Sacramento office as well for a briefing.
Briefings mean missions.
Yes, they do. Very good. So all of you make your excuses, or you go through your prearranged route in order to get there. And you quickly arrive in Sacramento, California, to the FBI office there. Special Agent Grunberg takes you into a conference room. He is. I am going to be your handler for this assignment. I did this. There have been 2 murders in Death Valley, near a town called near a town called Hellbend, population 82. For reasons which have not been shared with me, the program believes that this is of interest, that there is a component that merits a further investigation. To that end, you have all been given. The FBI has claimed taken an interest in this case and claimed jurisdiction, which the local law enforcement is apparently eager to do. So your mission is to find the cause of the 2 deaths and determine if there are any elements to this case that are of interest to the program, and if so, then report back for instructions on how to handle it, whatever they may be. I literally have nothing else other than the 2 killings, 2 murders. That 2 victims. One is the first victim was Clifford Potter, age 68, white man, a retired steel worker. Time of death. This, by the way, this is now April. Or it's May 15th.
Okay.
So his time of death was between 6 and 9 p.m. March. Or no, it's May or March. Yeah, it is May 15th. His time. He was killed March 5th of this year. Shortly over 2 miles north of Hellbend. Cause of death was blunt cutting trauma. Body was savagely mutilated. Parts of it are missing. No family. He had a brother, but the brother is deceased. No known enemies. The second victim, Lucille Mayer, white female. Her time of death is sometime between April 24th and May 8th. She was reported missing on April 24th. Her body was found May 8th. She was also killed, blunt cutting trauma. Body was savagely mutilated. She has a wife, Emily Warren, and a mother who lives out of state, Tanya Mayer. The unusual nature of the deaths have stymied local police, but you were to go to Hellbend. There is a sheriff for the county, Sheriff Alfred Mann. I've been on the phone with him. I told him we'd be sending a group down there to investigate. He was very surprised. So far, the media has not taken interest in these killings. We obviously want to keep it that way. but Alfred, Sheriff Mann, was eager to have someone else take jurisdiction with this case. He's not, in my professional opinion, equipped to handle this kind of investigation. So you'll rendezvous with him. He'll give you more information about it. He says he has reports, coroner reports at his office. I have nothing else to give you. I don't know. The program, to be honest, has not told me anything else.
Okay.
Or why this is of interest to the program.
So we don't know why this pinged on the radar?
No.
Manner of death, probably. We don't have access to the actual bodies, do we?
You'd have to talk to the sheriff. I don't know where they are.
All right.
I'm presuming
There
either
is
buried
a
or
county.
exhumed.
There is a county coroner who apparently did the autopsies. So you can talk to them. Dr. Abner White. Perhaps Dr. White will know what happened to the bodies if they've been buried. If you need them exhumed. But it is a very small town. It is in Death Valley. If you need supplies, you can talk to me, or also do not talk to anyone. Keep any information that would be of interest to the group, to the program, to me and Agent Nakamura. Gives you business cards. Do not share anything. Do not assume anyone else in this office has any. No one else in this. Do not assume that anyone else in this office is in the special access program.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Certainly, no one in the near Hellbend is. If anyone is deemed to be a potential asset for the program to cover up things like the sheriff or anything, please let me know. I will make the arrangements to brief him on the special access program.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
We'll get more when we get on the scene.
Good. Keep me briefed. I expect daily briefings. I'm not sure if there is a hotel in the town or not. Probably not. You can go to Bakersfield.
Do we have any scrub weapons handy?
No. You need service weapons. Those of you with FBI badges. Actually, I've been told. I have looked at your dossier. Can I trust you with a weapon?
I imagine so. I haven't, missed that badly.
Keep in mind, you will be. If anything happens, it will be on you.
That's the way it usually goes.
There's no technical documented proof that he has shot any of his fellow teammates.
All right.
I'll have my witness reports,
Even
though.
though we know.
Actually, one person in the group goes.
So the two agents will have
Official evidence.
service weapons.
Guess I'm a marshal, so.
Cool.
But if you need other weapons, you know the procedure for requisitioning budget and items. Nakamura will handle logistics for you. Contact him for that. But yes, I wish you good luck. All right, Grunberg leaves.
Go.
I'll say you guys have 2 vehicles.
All right.
So,
And yeah.
Read the book the whole way trip down.
what book? There's not a book yet.
He's seeing a book.
Yeah.
Fine then, Ross. I read it out loud.
Read what? There's not.
Exactly. It's Dr.
right.
Green.
I am the book.
It puts you out of the car.
All right, so Hellbend, California is little more than a bump in the road in the desolate wastes of Death Valley. So, is anybody doing any research or anything before you get there? You are getting other additional items. I assume you have 2 cars. You have some bottled water. You two will have standard 9mm handguns.
Yep. Was I able to
You'll
get?
have a forensics kit or
Yes.
whatever. Yeah.
Was I able to get my not service
You have a
weapon
laptop.
with me?
The what?
What the extra gun? Was I able to get that through?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So I've got
right.
a high caliber pistol
I
and
was,
a 9mm.
I was going to ask us about this last game, too, because I realized from this, because did anybody else actually have forensics on there?
I do.
Okay, so that was good. I didn't know if I needed to switch over on mine to anything else, so or a skill
I'm
set.
rocking forensics at 50.
Because I did have medicine, but also that's going to be
Okay.
honestly that'll be better when I actually go into that. So if we needed biology or that, and we could just
All right.
team up on the bodies.
Yep.
All right. So, does anybody do anything before you drive into Hellbend? Anybody can give me a bureaucracy check.
I disappear forbidden requisition something in a bottle, but
You probably did that before you got to the office.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yes, my bureaucracy check.
This is highly unusual that they would not even give you a hint as to what to look for. What kind this is, but
That's my question. Like whatever pinged off there, if the ritual, like the
yeah,
method
there's either two possibilities. One, this is a wild goose chase, but why would the program be wasting this access unless they want to burn you or something like that? Or two, the source of this information is so confidential they don't trust you with it. So
I don't have enough information to try what I want to try yet.
Bold.
But whoever I'm in the vehicle with on the way uptown is like,
yeah.
You know, I heard tales of a team where they sent them in and they didn't have any weapons training and they somehow got chased. They got chased by some guy into a mine. I don't know.
nah. So, what are you thinking? Teeth? Big old teeth. I'm thinking teeth.
Teeth. Look, I won't be able to see it until there, but more than likely, this might just be a general crime of passion that they, whatever happened here. So,
Could be
especially if the
double
fact
axes.
Is it really possible for it to be murder if it's teeth?
that's still a weapon.
Well, they would judge it a murder if something swooped down from the stars and bit the crap out of somebody. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to explain that. They come up with some weird, it was an axe or something.
So, a flying axe from the stars.
Sure.
Like you ain't
Okay.
seen
I think I
theater?
read about that once.
Yeah, I've heard of the great axe-beaked vulture of Death Valley.
It's axe god.
All right. So,
Back in college.
this is the kind of talk you have as you drive into Hellbend.
Sinchenko's convinced it's already convinced some beast from the stars came down and bit the crap out of
spring,
someone.
getting into summer, so it is quite warm. I'm not gonna. If somebody wants to look up the average temperature of what Death Valley is like in May,
It's damn hot out.
it's damn hot out.
Hot as
The tip
So
is too damn hot.
you can see this town used to be quite a bit larger. There are many derelict buildings, long abandoned and overrun by weeds. And
Trump's going to
grass.
bring jobs back to this town.
There is a sign actually that is nearly faded. Looks like you're kind of amazed it's still standing up. That says Hunt Electrodynamics.
See?
I thought I was going to say Ron Paul 2012.
Nope.
Also, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of abandoned houses. But you get to the center of the town, you see houses that are clearly being still lived in, and there's an active gas station. And across the street, there is a small building with a sheriff star on it. So,
It's also the post office.
yeah, it is. Well, the gas and sip is the post office. Yes. So there are a couple of cars there. So you can go talk to the sheriff if you want to, or what do you guys want to do? You have the names of the two victims.
I guess early in, just head in, start asking questions. I mean,
I figured we can go into as a group before everybody get our access to the coroner, and Sergenko and I can head off to see about getting the information from the bodies once we've made our presence known.
all right.
So you're going into the sheriff's office.
Yeah,
Start off with the sheriff's office.
Friendly thing to do.
Yeah, at least.
Well, we
Well, that's right.
walk in, introduce ourselves, and
Yes.
say, hey, you know.
You go in the office. And you're all clearly stick out. All of you wear standard government issue suits and
Mine's a little
glasses.
worse for wear, but you know.
What about you isn't?
Sitting at a desk, typing away, at a old computer is a big and burly man with a vice grip handshake. Who's shaking his hand?
I'll do it.
He introduced himself, Sheriff. Hey, I'm Sheriff Dan. Sheriff.
Oh, Special Agent Sinchenko. Quite a grip, sir. Quite a grip. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm not necessarily human, so
I'm really glad that you guys are here. We just don't have the resources for this kind of investigation.
Yeah.
So what do you want to know? I got the coroner reports here.
We'll just need every file you have on it. I got a weird question.
Yeah.
Do you still have access to the bodies?
Let's see here. They were both. They've both been buried.
Can we get an order?
That was March 5th when Clifford died. When we found him, and Lucille, we found her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Let's see here. What day did they find her? I found her May 8th, which was last week, so her wife already arranged for the funeral. I think she's getting cremated. She's already been cremated.
We're gonna have to put in a requisition order for that because this is.
Yeah, no, she got cremated.
This is a
So we
serious
won't be able
matter.
to do that, but hopefully the coroner's.
What do you mean? We won't be able to? We just put in a requisition for it.
Yeah.
No, she's already been cremated.
Oh, I've been cremated. Sorry.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Clifford's in the ground, but
Clifford, but we'll
Okay.
see from there.
But the coroner, Doc White, here's his report. So if any of you guys want to, we got photo and we got the crime report here with the scenes. So who do you want to know about first, Clifford or Lucille?
Clifford. So looking through his reports.
So Sheriff, we go walk through it. Potter didn't live here all his life. He moved here a couple of years ago. He actually, 1993. He's lived in here ever since. He's a retired steel worker. Everyone, he wasn't super nice, but he wasn't an asshole either. Kind of kept to himself. A lot of people who come out here, they just want the peace and quiet. Yeah.
Is his house still intact?
Yeah.
Everything's in it?
Yeah, this was the attack happened outside of town at the ruins of the old Hunt.
Well, I mean, nobody's been picking through it. It still hasn't been disposed
Oh no,
of.
we don't got people like that around.
And there is.
We I've had the deputy go out and check us, drive around.
Making sure.
And who is managing his estate?
No one. That's what we're trying to figure out what to do with it. To be honest,
We'll take a look for it.
And yeah, he's been last couple of years. He's been poking around the Hunt plant, digging stuff up. He rented the Big Cat from the gas and sip and was digging something up when he got attacked. And I've seen him driving out there with a torch, welding torch and whatnot. I guess looking for scrap or something. I don't know.
Probably. We'll take a look at that.
Pulling out the copper.
Can I ask one more quick question on this?
Yeah.
So, what's with Hunt Plant? How long has that been closed?
Since the explosion in '52.
52?
Yeah, and they Mr. Hunt got killed in that, and then the guy who took over the company moved it east so he could be in closer contact with all the DC people for government contracts.
Okay, so and with
Anybody have electronics or any technical skills?
Microelectronics.
Yeah, you've heard of Hunt Electrodynamics. They're actually a major. The Hunt resistor was used in radios and aircraft parts throughout the 40s and 50s. They're a very secretive company, privately owned, and you heard Mr. Hunt, the owner, was sort of a Howard Hughes kind of eccentric. From what you remember, you don't remember much about it, but he died in 1952 when the plant exploded, which apparently was around here. And you're like, oh yeah, you've heard of Hellbend. So it's sort of vaguely coming back to you.
Okay. And that brings another question too. So, you said he was out there too. Lucille Mayer, was she attacked in relatively the same place, or
No. Yeah, she and her wife Emily, they're artist types, and they sell sculptures. And she does this. Lucille did this thing with driftwood and made sculptures out of it.
Oh yeah.
A lot of driftwood in Death Valley.
Well, a lot of brush, I won't call it driftwood, but
Tumbleweed?
tumbleweed,
Yeah.
other things. She gets stuff from the desert and makes sculpture out of it, is what I'm saying. And then they sold them in L.A. a couple times a year, and they could and it's real cheap to live out here, so they kind of kept to themselves, and they're desert wood sculptures. He digs out an old postcard. See, she showed me. It's like a gallery opening from 10 years ago, or 5 years ago. Assemblages of desert dried wood and other plants woven together into complex designs. So she...
Complex designs, you say?
Yes.
Familiar complex designs?
No.
Okay.
No.
I will be examining them rather pointedly for some reason if anybody decides to think that's suspicious.
She
We
would...
heard about you. We've told not to question what you do.
She would wander around town when it got cool, dusk, so she could gather stuff. And then one night she didn't come home. We organized a search party, and then we found her 2 miles from Hellbend. A couple weeks later. So, yeah.
2 miles which direction?
Let's do it. Body found 2 miles southeast of Hellbend, and Clifford was found 2.3 miles north of Hellbend.
So the plant is to the north?
Yes.
So she's an episode.
This is... Oh, there's a little map.
Maps.
If you want to look... Hellbend's in the middle. Clifford's up there. And then
All
see
right.
what's down there.
All right.
And yeah, so she was... other places nearby, there's a Furnace Creek, and let's see here. Oh, Furnace Creek is also a town, 10 miles south of Hellbend, and they have another little sheriff's station there. So it's a retiree resort with a tiny golf course, and it's where the old people go who like to soak in the desert sun, that kind of thing. But yeah, so
extraterrestrial pods.
anybody with forensics can be looking at the coroner report while this.
Forensics.
So what about biology?
Right.
Yeah,
38 out of 51.
Machinery.
Big old note.
Yep.
Let's see. You can see photographs of the bodies, locations where the bodies were found. The photographs aren't that good. Obviously, whoever's taking the photos isn't like a trained professional. So the coroner report clearly, you realize, does not readily determine how Potter had died. The body was torn to pieces. There is a nearby Bobcat light construction vehicle near Clifford Potter's body, and that's tentatively identified as the instrument of death. But that made little sense because your forensics check, you see the photos. The blood is on the side of the Bobcat.
I point this out.
It was on, and the blade of the
trowel.
is not.
The bucket, yes.
Yeah, the bucket. Yeah, the bucket is not covered in blood, so he was not directly run over. And so, how would it come within a force to hit it on the side?
So
You're not going to Tokyo drift into a victim with
So you
a
see,
bomb.
not in this
Yeah,
game.
I mean-
rednecks, Ross.
So you see,
They are four-wheel drive, and you can really get it,
you more likely to roll it actually. Anyhow, but you see right here.
I mean, yes, true, but I'm saying it could happen.
Okay.
It would just be
more
impressive
likely to
how
be
he
an
got there.
accident than on purpose.
Well, then he would have been run under, and there would be more blood.
Yeah.
There would be
so you
blood
see,
on one.
the blood spatter goes this way, and the bucket's dry. And I honestly,
Yeah, all right,
I'm
good
calling
job,
space
Dexter.
monsters. Okay, space monsters. Just hear me out.
That's your answer for everything these days.
So with a successful that, you can
Yeah.
tell.
So it's a good. That's
Yeah,
a
pretty
good.
much. Yeah.
It seems that Clifford was attacked neck to the side of the vehicle, and it's just the spatter was on it. It was just there.
Does anybody operate heavy machinery?
I do.
Do you want to investigate the Bobcat?
The
Do it.
Sure.
mayor, Lucille, was found 2 weeks later. The report notes they found circling buzzards and found it beneath it in a rock shelter in a dry gully. Very little of her was left to examine. Severe blunt trauma had occurred. Portions of her skeleton were missing, sheared off as if in an industrial accident. The remains have been exposed to the harsh elements of Death Valley for several days. They had to identify her by her teeth. So aside from that, you don't find anything new. Dr. White did his job. He's just, these are bizarre
He
deaths.
did have a lot to go on.
He did not have a lot to go on.
Yeah, so
He's not specialized.
Yeah, we definitely need to exhume Clifford's body.
We need some specialists in space monsters.
Well, you're not sure that you would actually get anything new.
It's worth a shot.
Or-
I mean, you can, but that would require bureaucracy checks. And
I mean, I'm digging at the bodies. Like at this point, that
Who's got the highest bureaucracy?
Okay,
he's
I've
probably
got
been
40.
getting
41.
home
40.
too.
I have no bureaucracy.
All right.
You take that extra percentage.
I have bureaucracy at 30.
Also, if you do this, you will, the sheriff only has so much patience for you guys.
Okay, so you guys want to wear that out?
So
here?
that is a finite resource.
No, let's
Okay.
wait until something.
I'll give that to you for
happens.
free.
All right, I appreciate
Okay.
that. So we don't want to exhaust the give.
You can, you can still dig them up in here.
I have 80% human. I know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
with
so
80%.
what's our current
80% as well.
what's our current supply of fucks given?
5.
Yeah.
We should really get the quartermaster of our team on.
So we have at least a couple other places to.
Yeah.
We have a couple other places that we can go to. One of those being Lucille, the Hunt plant itself, since that's where he was found. Well, he was found north of that, but
That's central.
that's where he was.
No, he was found at the ruins. Of
We need to
the-
check Potter's house. See if we
Potter's
need
house.
details about what he was hunting for. We're going to find that in his personal effects.
Absolutely. So
Who wants to talk to Emily?
Who's the most social of us?
It's not me.
I have human at 80%.
I have persuasion.
Oh,
So the
At
two of,
72.
you, two of you should go.
I have
and
it
a
at
human
50,
I-
so...
I'm gonna go check out the.
I'm going
Go
to
team sociopathy.
I'm going to disappear for a couple minutes, come back with a fresh stick of gum or a cigarette going, something, I don't know.
So you're wanting to go talk to Emily?
Something that masks on the breath but not on your clothes.
Pretty much.
I'm going to go check out the murder scenes themselves.
Okay. Which one
Okay.
first?
The plant.
Plant?
Yeah.
The Hunt plant. Okay.
Hunt plant.
Then I'll go with him because I have heavy machinery at 50%.
And I have.
But Bob, okay. You drive out
and
there.
I have good eyes.
It's only about 10 minutes from a drive, so it's easy. So you two are driving off to do that. You have one more vehicle.
Make a jump.
You could walk to any of the houses nearby.
So I'll take over Clifford's house to see if I can find anything.
You're walking, going to Clifford's house. By anyone else going with?
We're going to Emily's, right?
Yeah.
You're both going to Emily's. Okay.
We're going
All right.
to act really official and ask questions.
All right.
That'd be
The
very
two of
nice.
you get to Emily's house first. So she opens the door. She's obviously been crying recently. She's still very distraught. She's wearing black.
We'll present very,
Cheer up. Death comes for us all.
there is no hope except the masses beyond the stars.
So the nihilist Arby's approach does not seem to.
No,
be
actually, I, honestly, it's just be very sympathetic.
What about the Wendy's don't give a fuck approach?
There we go.
Yeah, someone give me a persuasion check.
All right. I guess that's
You're higher on that, aren't you?
Yep.
Right.
I also roll worse, but hey. Red, 32. No, I made it. All right.
Take that,
She
statistics.
is actually you come across very sympathetic, and she's actually very glad to see that people are taking this seriously
And professional.
And professional.
We're
Yes.
here to do our job, and we need details. And I really hate asking you this because I know it's still the wound's still fresh.
Okay.
But we need to know everything because we need to find out what kind of monster could do this.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't have to roleplay the entire interview, but what are the main things you want to find out?
What are the things more specifically? Odd obsessions before she died? Any unusual behavior or something?
Nope. No
Like,
one.
it'd be like kind of like any unusual kicks, bits of knowledge that she kind of started as something esoteric, maybe.
No, she was into using fractals as a basis for her work. This is a new
Fractals.
theme. She wanted to have a new gallery showing.
Burn the house down. Burn the house down.
But it was very difficult to try and make fractals with organic materials.
There's ways.
Trying to. So she just learned. Yeah. So she talks a little bit about the technical aspects. Do either of you have art? No.
I do. I have only 20%.
All right, go ahead and roll. You get something because you have
Okay.
it for free.
Yeah, 59.
Well, for free, that it sounds like standard, like artist talking about the work or artist spouse talking about, because the artist always talks about work, and so the spouse picks up on it. So it's just shop talk, essentially. It doesn't ring any bells, for you at least. I mean, do you have a cult or unnatural?
I don't.
Okay, yeah.
I have a natural and a cult.
Well, nothing's ringing.
I'm also going to be glancing around the house.
Yeah.
And just, is there anything?
All right, you can give me an alertness check.
All right. Black. 44 out of 50.
Okay.
That's a critical.
That is a critical success.
am
You do see a
drawn.
photo
Okay.
of Lucille, Emily, and a man. He looks to be about in his 40s. He's got several tattoos on his arm, including one that you recognize as a prison tattoo.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, look at a bar or someplace. They're like, yeah, it's like a party, like
Okay.
better times kind of photos. You point this out, and she says, "Oh, well, that's no, that's Chris. That's my brother. He could be the life of the party when he wants to."
Okay.
And
Seems like a.
you
nice
give me
nice-
human checks.
Yeah. Black. 27, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I mean, you can't. She obviously
No, I actually fail it.
does not want to talk about Chris. Does not like him.
Okay, this is not just it's just a personal thing, not a super creepy thing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, no, you realize. With the choice of this Chris is the black sheep of the family, so he is.
Oh, it's from that part of the family.
He's a bad seed. So
Should call him Nick. Anyhow, All right, so no, okay. Well, I won't push that too much.
She obviously does not like talking about him.
I'm not going to push her on that.
Okay.
Because that would be kind of dumb right about now.
Okay.
Don't want to burn this down just yet.
All right. Any other things?
I'm just basically looking for patterns. It's just, I actually saw some of her work earlier. The sheriff showed us. I was really impressed. I mean, I'm not as up to it as my friend here, but I mean, it's casually interesting. I mean, I'm from Lubbock. Not as dry as out here, but there's a lot of the that same kind of art comes out. What was she working on currently?
The fractal stuff.
I mean, do you have any current works that are still?
She points at she points at the table. Or she points to a side room. That was her work shopping.
Is it okay?
I can't. Yeah, you can go in.
Well, we appreciate it. Go in. Immediately start eyeballing every little thing in there.
Okay. You can give me a alert in a sec.
All right. You got it. 03.
Nothing.
Okay.
Jumps out at you.
Okay. All right. Head back out.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. If anything occurs to you, please get a hold of us. I'm fresh out of cards. Let me write this down for you.
Okay. It's the same shtick every single time. All right. So you give her the your new burner phone number.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Meanwhile, Jordan and Finnick are going to a ruined plant. All right. Let's take a look. As we switch. All right. So it is a couple miles from the center of Hellbend. The ruins of a formerly beautiful asphalt road. The sea of destroyed concrete is all that remains of the Hunt Electrodynamics Plant. Partially ruined chain link fence surrounds it 500 meters out from the ruins on all sides. There are large gaps, large enough to drive a car through if you want to.
How long ago did this plant close?
1952 is when it exploded, so that would probably be a closing day.
Kind of open.
The explosion. Do any of you
kind of one, then the other.
Yeah, probably.
Any of you have any physical science skills or craft or demolitions or anything to do structural analysis?
I have demolitions.
What's your demolitions at?
40.
40? All right, you can give me a skill check.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really.
I have mechanic, electrician, chemistry, and physics.
What's your highest one at?
Chemistry and physics are tied at 40.
40? All right, you can give me a skill check on one of them. Physics.
No.
Okay.
Also have heavy machinery at 50.
Hey!
Unfortunately, that does not count. This is structural analysis of the plant itself. So.
Immersion broken.
Oh wait, no. Wait. Did you say you have a craft skill? Didn't you have crafts at something?
Microelectronics.
Okay.
I have craft corpses. I turn living things into corpses.
Nice. That's actually
my art.
I'll give that to you, Tom. Actually, no. I'll give it to you with actually between all those physics skills and craft skills. The two of you talk a little bit, and you realize the ruins are actually not. This is not an explosion, but a collapse. And you actually see, you can kind of tell where like some of the pillars and foundations are, and they're actually closer to the center of it than, like if there's an explosion, they'd be thrown outward. But these were pulled inward, almost
Well, that sucks.
Gravity.
as though the plant was destroyed in an implosion. Some great force pulled the building inwards. So that's just, you get that impression, but.
Well, I guess now we're here. Let's look at the actual murders.
Yeah, you easily find it. It's a 6 by 10 meter bald spot, which has been meticulously cleared of rubble. It's covered in bobcat tracks, footprints, and recent detritus. Candy bar wrappers, Monster energy drinks, bottled water. Yeah. Beneath the rubble, you see red dirt. Which is a different color than the rest of Death Valley, so
Weird.
or at least a different color texture than on the surface. So Let's see here. The bobcat was making holes that were pretty shallow. Let's see here. You both look around. The site is suspiciously clear of anything else.
Suspiciously clear?
Yeah, like it's been totally, like whatever Potter was digging up, he moved away. Let's see here. So, yeah. You can both give me search checks.
Nope. Hey, I made mine.
Okay. You don't find any other you realize that there's probably actually it appears that there are some indications that there is some sort of basement area for this place, but it's been totally destroyed, or like access to it has been totally destroyed off at this point, at this area. So there's no way to get to the lower level, whatever it is. If there is, it hasn't totally. It's either totally collapsed or it's inaccessible here. So, but as you look around, you don't see anything else. There's nothing else at the plant, so you'd have to look. You can either expand your search, or you can.
Is the bobcat still here?
No, it is not here.
Odd.
Do you have investigation? Either of you?
Why is that odd? It's no longer a crime scene, and he just rented it.
He did very good for
Is
listening.
investigation a skill on here?
I forgot what it is. Criminology. Sorry.
I have a 10.
Okay.
Let's try it at base.
Nope.
All right. You don't know where.
Nope.
Yeah. Where would a rented bobcat go after it's been cleared from the crime scene?
Into the wild.
Okay, so you're saying that this is about how big of this not the same colored dirt? Like, how big is it again?
It's a 6 by 10 meter hole that he was making test digs into. It appears all the dirt is like that in this area. So.
Okay, it's different color because he dug into it.
Yeah, he dug into it.
Just half the topsoil.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different from the surface soil. Meanwhile, so that's where you figure out where do you want to go next, or do you want
The
to?
other crime scene.
Okay,
Yeah, the other murder scene.
for sure.
Isn't that where he's going?
He's going to Clifford Potter's house.
I'm going past, so
All right.
don't like
He's
this.
going to burn it down on accident.
Don't burn it down on accident.
He's going to burn it down on purpose.
Okay.
Let's see.
Only if there's an entity in there. Only if there's a worms concerned, Bill. And I only set myself on fire then.
I know. It's
All right,
the best.
Agent Spiker.
Yes.
He lives. Clifford Potter lived on the edge of Hellbend. His house was a mile from the center of the town and 1.2 miles from the ruins of the Hunt plant. He's only been resident for nearly a quarter mile in any direction. His small house is immaculately kept. In fact, it's the best maintained house in the vicinity. It looks nice. It's a one-story gable-roofed house painted a sickly lime green. You can tell it has a low attic.
Best maintained.
The witch grass outside the house is brown and dead. And you can see there's a small hand-dug root cellar in the backyard, a short distance from the house, which you can see as you drive up.
Artisanal.
You have the keys. The sheriff gave you that to you.
Okay.
And so, do you want to go in the house or what?
Yeah, I'll take a look in the house first because I figured there might be a lock on the root cellar, so I probably need to take care of that. So
You can't tell from the car. So
all right,
but you're going in the house first.
Yeah, because I want to look for any documents or anything. over there.
What criminal kind of investigation skills do you have?
Let's see. Actually, if he has a computer, like I said, maybe just a small laptop or anything.
I was asking what skills you have.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Drink.
Yeah.
This is what that bureaucracy, computer science.
Do you have criminology or forensics?
No, I don't have general forensics. I have biology. So that was
Okay, do you have search?
yes, but it's at base. So
Okay, so you don't.
yeah.
All right, that's fine. Here's what you see without making any skill checks.
Okay.
It's a very sparse, almost military clean kind of house, but there's a lot of stuff at the kitchen. It's clearly the most used room. There's a big kitchen table there, and there's a bunch of stuff laid out on it. So he's clearly using that as the place where he's set up for his little scavenging operations. First thing you see are heavy work gloves covered in red dirt. That does not match the dirt, the color of the dirt outside the house.
Can a geology check tell me anything about
You
that?
actually pick them up. They're very heavy, but you have biology.
Yes.
You recognize these. These are lead-lined gloves.
As though he were worried about radiation from something?
Yeah, they're typically used by X-ray and lab technicians who deal with radioactive substances on a daily basis. There are 2 books on the kitchen table as well. Radioactivity and Geology, an account of the influence of radioactive energy on terrestrial history, and radioactivity and its measurement.
Huh. Does he have a Geiger counter anywhere?
There is no Geiger counter, but there are a bunch of cassette tapes labeled Monty Int, followed by number, labeled 1 through 24.
Hello. Evidence bag. So.
There's also a tape player.
Watch the tapes.
Okay,
No, they're like audio tapes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, we bring out the Teddy Ruxpin for this. So.
There's also a notepad. Once waterlogged, but now dried. It's on the kitchen table as well. They're very poorly written, as in terms of his penmanship was terrible. But there is also a lot of measurements and numbers on these. And then there is... let's see here. A few notes are... Let's see. The last page shows a simple drawing of what looks like an odd pool with sockets in the border. Wavy lines are drawn in the center. Let's see here. Actually, cut this out. So I forgot that there's 2 handouts on the same page.
The horror. The horror.
I know, right?
Preparation.
All right, so here's a thing that you find.
Huh.
And then there is a map. Also drawn with hand-drawn, but drawn with care. It shows appears to be several roads or passages from a bird's eye view, all surrounding a large central circular location. There are careful measurements of distance and angles. It's not labeled. Anyways, these are things that you find.
Interesting. I will share everybody for us because I will be sharing regardless. So.
Well, you could take a photo of it and message it to your other.
Yeah, I will. I'll go ahead and do that. So.
All right, so you all get that just as your interview is ending, and just as you 2 are leaving out of the plant. Are you still going to Lucille Mayer's murder scene? Okay. What about you guys? What do you want to do?
Well, we've checked out what's left. I mean, I don't think the locals are really going to be much of an assistance on this one right off unless we find something saying otherwise.
I mean, we could go check in at the gas station if that's where the guy was renting the Bobcat from. They might do something.
Sounds solid.
Let's say anybody with human can realize that the gas and sip is the hub of all activity in this town.
Obviously, it's thriving metropolis.
Right.
I take sarcasm. So you 2 are going
that's
to the gas
really useful.
Are you 2 going to the gas station?
Yeah.
You're
All right,
right,
so
Metropolis.
still Clifford Potter's house. What is Agent Spiker going to be doing?
Well, I'm taking all the tapes with me, obviously,
Yeah.
and taking the.
Do you want to
tape
listen
away.
to one of them?
Right now, I'm going to be leaving that at the moment until I have time
Okay.
to research it.
If you don't, I will.
So we're all listening together, so everybody goes on with me. And I will just make a random search check to see if there's any other thing that I can find, like up in his bedroom. Oh, in his bedroom.
All right, you can give me a search check.
Search. Let's see if I can find anything. Odd 4, I make it.
Nothing in the house.
All right, so nothing that catches me as odd or
Not
anything.
in the house.
Oh, in the house. Okay. Yeah, the root cellar is the only place I have left to look at. So.
Okay. You go to the root cellar.
And you get radiation.
The locals say, let's see here. Sorry. You open it up. It is unlocked. It looks like about 3 to 4 meters across, about 4 meters underground, accessible through a handmade storm cellar door, a series of slate steps. Appears to be completely empty, except for a single long-toothed rake propped against a shored-up wall. What do you do?
Okay. Geology on that. Does it look? You said it was up a short up wall. Does it look like that was stacked up and it leads further back in, or?
No, it looks like this was not made. This is a later addition to the house, so
Okay.
he made it himself.
All right.
So he just did not finish the walls or anything. It's just he dug it out
Okay, so then
with like a bobcat or something.
yeah. Okay. Oh, so it's literally a pit and then built it over it. So, which ironically, I'm imagining the root cellar at my parents' house because they have one. So,
Okay.
But as far as I can tell, there's nothing else of interest other than the
You
ring.
haven't gone in yet. Are you going to go in?
How well is the lighting in here? Does he actually have a light set up in there?
There's no light.
Just take a flash. I could say I have a flashlight.
Okay.
So that just shine it in there to see what's. If I can see the corners in there, if there's something that glints, maybe.
Let's see here.
Wait for the sand cat. It's coming.
You can give me an alertness check.
All right, let's see if it helps me this time. EasyRollerDice.com. Oh, sorry, it's going to fail me if I do that. Try it. EasyRollerDice.com. Be nice. Damn it, I knew I was faking.
Nice to who?
Was that a fail? Or?
Yes, it's a fail.
Okay. You can't from outside the root cellar. You can't see anything.
So
Just see the rake.
okay. So, let's go in there. So I'll go in a bit further.
Pasta?
Okay.
I will go in a bit further, just trying to see
Just sit
what's
in
in there.
his bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. All right, so you go in. It still appears the same. Do you have forensics or search?
Search, and I have just my search at base.
All right.
So, all right.
Go ahead and give me search at base.
I feel that we are not the right investigators equipped for this.
I have a lot of other science.
There are 2 FBI agents with lots of skills.
Actually, I'll ask
Yeah.
this. Ross, I'm going to ask this too because I haven't thought it. I have 2 other languages right now I'm probably never using in this, so...
You can Knights Black Agent. You can specify what they are when they pop up.
Okay. Well, I said like Arabic and Greek, but I don't think that was the part I ever used it, so...
You used Greek last time.
Did I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
did use Greek.
Let's see what I get. So, no, hell no.
Okay. Let's see here.
Step into the darkness.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you don't see anything off the top of your head. The ground does seem to be unusually smooth. Other than that,
Can I take a look down there, feel it, and make a geology check?
yeah, you can give me a geology check. Sure.
It came in handy.
It did come in handy. It's actually a really good scenario for geology.
Yes, 18, made it.
You can tell someone's been digging in the center of this room.
Why, though, other than just in the full center of this room?
In the very center of the room.
Going down, unless you're like digging a well or something.
You can dig it up if you want.
You want some?
So tools, just get a trowel out, I guess, for my...
Sure. You
His
have
wine anniversary.
So start digging up from where it is, so...
Okay. You start digging up. All right, we'll get back to you in a second.
You're welcome.
All right, so Lucille Mayers, you 2 are going to gas it up, yeah.
Yep.
So you get there first, but we'll do we'll do Lucille Mayers first. It is, desert terrain, as described. It is a rock cellar by a dry gully. There's no body here, obviously. There's no evidence. You can give me search checks or forensics if either of you have it.
I searched before.
Okay.
I searched too. No.
Okay. What you do?
Oh, Ross.
Yeah.
I don't just not know.
You critically failed?
It's an 88.
Okay.
Just say.
Evidence? Fuck you, evidence! Get out of here!
Okay, well, you don't smell it, but you smell like an unusually pungent odor.
It's the warm smell of
ammonia-ish. Yeah.
rising up through the air.
My nostrils were fried in Syria.
Well, yeah, something like that. So yeah, it's very particular in this area, but
Or was it Okinawa?
not quite sure what
Without
that
the
is.
Sickly sweet, or
No, it's actually more like piss or something. I mean, it's just rancid.
okay.
Cat pee!
Oh my god, it's a litter box for a giant cat.
That's why teeth. It's a giant cat.
No, it's Boss's lizard box. It's Boss's litter box.
So
The
yeah,
cats from the moon came back.
so you're not sure what that is, but it is very unusual.
Okay.
Because nothing else around here smells like that.
The very next day.
But this is the crime scene?
Yeah.
Is there any sign?
They
I'm just
thought he was
going to look
a-
around, see if there's any sign of anything occult.
Nothing obvious. There's no rocks. There's no there's no rock formations. There's no graffiti. There's nothing scratched on the rocks or anything like that. Yeah.
Can I do a chemistry roll to try to ascertain what that smell is or where it's coming from?
Yes.
Ooh, that smell.
Let's go, you roll a dice cup. Yes, I succeed.
You do actually identify it, the location of it, and you can tell there is something that's dried to a thin, shiny sheen on the surface of a rock. So you can scrape off. I mean, it's dry, but you can scrape off some samples. So you can take a sample of a
Give it to the
strange
resident action geologist.
smelling fluid.
God, that's a terrible show.
Yeah.
Action geologists.
So meanwhile,
show
back
you
at the gas and
expected.
sip, you guys are at the it's a gas station. It's a two-story building. There's obviously a basement too. Rickety building with a gable roof. 2 old gas pumps. There is a young man playing horseshoes by himself right now, just kind of practicing.
That's worse than
Damn it, Ross,
solitaire.
if you pivot this whole thing into, like, it took you 6 years, but you're finally running a Legion scenario, I will punch you right in the dick.
Oh, like the movie Legion?
Yeah.
No, it's in there. Like,
I know. But we all just loved that movie so much.
No,
I
I'm
couldn't
just
pass
thinking,
up
yeah,
the
there's a guy
opportunity.
named Jeep, that's coming to save the world.
No, I'm sorry.
And His Holiness Jeep
That's-
would
no,
say,
all I'm thinking is like, God, a lone guy playing horseshoes. That is worse than solitaire.
It's normal, actually.
he's
Hey, we're horseshoes?
practicing.
No. Oh, fine.
You two, yeah, you can give me human checks.
All right, cool.
Oh, you have criminology too?
Oh, no. Yeah, I have criminology.
Yeah. Well, with your certificate images, but you read that guy instantly. It's like a stoner. He's just, a drop-out pothead kind of guy.
That hence the horseshoe. See? Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah. He's obviously very nervous when you approach because, you also scream cop.
I was only.
Are you
Don't
a
worry,
cop?
man.
Yeah.
We're cool about this. We're not here for you.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Oh, the deaths, yeah. Oh, man, I'm really sorry about Lucille, man. She was really cool. And Clifford, too, I guess. He was
Yeah,
a good customer.
Speaking of Clifford being a customer,
Yeah.
did you guys run out of Bobcat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any records for that? I'm just wondering, like,
You rented it. What else do you need to know?
how often?
I rented it a couple times. 3 times. Once to dig out a cellar, and then twice to go up to dig up the plant. I talked to my granddad a lot about the plant.
Really?
Yeah. Uncle. Yeah. Your granddad used to work there. And Cliff, I think he was treasure hunting. He's one of those guys who listen to those late night radio shows and always believe in secret conspiracies and bullshit.
Oh, right.
So he's kind of
right.
this
Border to border.
Yeah, so he's kind of like treasure hunting and stuff. He thinks there's all kinds of secrets. And stuff.
Yeah. That's got some fun stuff. The time travel that keeps calling in is my favorite.
Yeah, I don't listen to that, but
It's a hoot and a holler.
yeah.
You should try it. When you're a little bit
But no, I'm a legitimate citizen, man.
No, it's cool. Like I said, we're not here for you. You're not
Sovereign. You
concerned.
said sovereign citizen. I was about
No,
to
legitimate.
something.
I'm legitimate. Yeah, Monty, you could call Monty if you want to talk to him about Clifford. He talked to Clifford a lot. Granddad's cool,
All right.
But the Bobcat's out back.
Oh yeah, I got a weird question. So you knew Emily, Lucille? All that?
Yeah.
You hang out with them a lot?
Every once in a while, I mean, they come here, play horseshoes.
Cool.
When it got cooler.
Like they get a lot of guests?
What? No, not really. Nobody here has guests. Like,
All right.
that's not the point of this town.
I
Man.
never mentioned a Chris.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he was the asshole. He's Emily's brother. He's kind of a dick. They got into a fight, and then he had to leave. Like, I think he actually slapped Lucille or something, and that's why he had to leave.
Huh.
It's
That's
kind of a
notable.
yeah. I think he's in Florida now. I don't know.
well,
We should.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
yeah, we'll figure that one out. All right, thanks a lot. You've been really helpful.
Okay.
But is he in fact
Hey, I mean, is there a thing for like the cops to like pay for cleaning of things for murder crime scenes? Like, if you took samples and used it at the crime scene or whatever,
That'd be
the
law.
bobcat really smells.
Well,
Is
we're
there-
going to take a look at that.
Okay, is there a fund for that kind of stuff?
Well, we're going to take a look at it. Don't worry about it. We'll,
okay.
we'll get that figured
Super
out.
fun.
Yeah.
If it's a hazardous waste site.
Yeah, it's a hazardous waste site.
I mean,
Okay.
because we're going to have to collect some stuff off that anyways, man. I'm guessing you tried to wash it off, but
It smells really bad.
It's the Centralia bobcat.
And I didn't want to really do it.
no, it's cool. We have to look at it anyways.
No,
I'm
really.
really glad you didn't clean it
Yeah.
that thoroughly because
Oh yeah, see, I'm a good citizen.
you're doing a great job. You keep it up, and
I'm on your side, man.
stay on the high side, man. Stay on the high.
Yeah.
Keep on the high road.
It's like, well, it's like,
With
well,
both of you with human, you realize this guy's really nervous talking to you.
like,
I'm
well,
obviously
there's
fucking
no,
with him
there's no
because I can.
compensation, but if you get a free AR-15,
All right.
Hey,
one of you needs to light up a doobie and then watch him relax and or freak out, probably.
All right. So,
Do you want
Agent Spiker,
Why not?
Yes.
you find a plastic bag in there, and there is something.
bag.
Something like a metal cube in there, like.
Stick it in your pants.
Tickety.
It is like a couple, like 3 inches
Ladies and
wide.
gentlemen, take my
Do you try and pick it up? What are you gonna do?
pants.
You said it was in the baggie, right?
It's in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
Keeps it safe.
Yeah. So
It appears it appears to be gold. At least the color is gold. But no, you have geology. It's definitely gold.
there's definitely that. So, looking at that, I want to pick it up on there, but also to actually, the stone that I have right now, basically what I lift up, is it actually a slab or is it metal?
Are you picking the gold cube up?
Oh, well, I meant what was covering it up, though.
Nothing. It was just dirt.
Oh, it's just dirt in the center of it.
Yeah.
I want to basically do this, but seeing the fact is I saw he had heavy radiation gloves. I really don't want to touch this without doing that, so I'm going to make sure it's closed. I'm just going to leave it where it is.
Okay.
Close off and call everybody like we need to close off the site now.
Okay.
So
So you all get a call. You're all near enough town that you still have cell phone signals. Cool.
yeah, I'll just report back to you guys. We have something out here. Well, it's like odd formation for whatever he was digging up. Possibly, it's like radioactive. I need some equipment out here to be able to test that.
Like a
So
bobcat?
You also, as you're looking,
bobcat to detect radiation.
as you're looking
Very
at it
useful.
down, you actually some of the dirt kind of crumbles off. You see the edge of a glass jar filled with a thick, clear liquid next to the glass cube or to the gold cube.
Liked.
You can only see a little. You have to dig more to uncover it.
Waiting till everybody else gets here because I'm not
Okay.
gonna. It's like that. I've been through a little too much right now to be able to do this.
Give me a
so-
science check.
Okay.
Everyone's going to wait till we all get there before he pisses off the entity.
This is helplessness. Are you adapted to helplessness?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm probably about to be. EasyRollerDice.com. Decide my fate.
All right.
buy my book.
Missed it by 9.
All right. You lose 1 from helplessness. As you're just,
I am adapted.
there's something in. Oh, you're adapted to helplessness.
I am adapted.
Okay.
That's not good.
with that jaw of mysterious fluids.
All right, we'll do the complications of that later. But you're having a really bad time because you just there's something down there. It's right beneath your feet. No one else is here, and you
Game over me.
and you. What can you do? What can you possibly do?
It's just, why is this? Why do they have even us there if we can't do anything about it? If they're just going to
Exactly.
rip us from existence?
All right.
From the sky.
So you all get the call from Agent Spiker. What are you two doing? Our gas
Guess we
is
don't have time to talk to Grandpa, do we?
Well, he's not going anywhere.
Okay.
He's on the porch.
Wow.
A rockin'.
What?
We can come back and talk
He's
to him.
retired and he's like 90.
We can come back and talk to him later.
Yeah.
I'll buy a beer.
All right. Team murder scene. Going back to the Clifford's house as well.
Yeah.
All right. Again, short drive.
Yeah.
You're all there. Where are you waiting, by the way?
By the car.
Okay, you're waiting outside the house.
Just away from the root cellar. So
Okay.
and
discreetly offer him a flask.
I don't like drinking on the job. Or
give me a Santa.
Sean's not sorry, by the way.
Fail.
Drinking buddy!
Take a sip. Just for the nerves.
It's okay.
Burns a lot more than it should.
Yeah, it's Bacardi 141, man.
Oh.
Pat him on the back. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Burn it off.
Okay, well, we need about that be down there. I also saw the glimpse of some sort of jar down there.
Huh.
So I just we need to be really careful about this. It had some sort of fluid in it.
You're kind of burying the lead there. That's just me.
Well, it had some sort of it's like liquid. I didn't really uncover the rest of it because again, in case
So
something
you
else.
tell this all
the
up
gold?
because you found his moonshot.
Yes, I've told them about everything in here.
Hold on, wait. Take out the baggie of samples. Does it look like the dried version of this?
Of the liquid sample? You can't tell. I mean, that's dried. So whatever's in the jar is still liquid.
So
You're saying radiation stuff? I mean,
Somebody could
All right, let's-
open that sucker up and take a big whiff.
Well,
Smells like ammonia.
granted, now that we're here, and I'm going to go back in and grab the gloves just in case.
Okay.
So, yeah, actually, look over. And while you're in there, did he have any other
Geiger
gear,
counters.
like a heavy a suit, or was it just the gloves?
Just the gloves.
Okay, at least I'll have something with that.
Get
But
that radioactive then.
we really need to be able to make sure that this is going through.
If
And
he was digging around in the desert with nothing but gloves, it can't be that bad.
just put it on your tongue. Just once.
They can't just make him like randomly tear out of existence partially.
read that book, Dan. Read that book.
I guess if they're going to be messing with that stuff, I think I'm actually going to poke around the house.
Yeah, check it for anything else because I was only
You
able to
see,
find.
as I
here.
described earlier, there are 2 books on radioactivity. There is the notebook. There are tapes.
Oh yeah, play the tapes.
hold on.
Actually, let's all play the tapes before we even touch
With a
that damn
40 in
thing.
physics, are these legitimate books?
Yes.
Okay.
You
They're not
actually
like-
have used textbook symbols on them or stickers on them. These are bought from Amazon.
Okay, so it's not like the radiation around Azathoth can be quite strong.
Okay, so there's 2 quick questions.
You've actually read part
That
of
would
it.
be truthful.
One of the answers should be yes. Does he still have power?
Be sure to have plenty
Yes,
of
that's
credits
still
with
fine.
you.
What's in his fridge? Is he having anything? Anything to relax? Maybe.
Also, you'll be in space.
Does he have a beer?
He does have some beer.
I'm gonna have a beer. Who wants a beer?
It's
You want a beer?
Miller.
You want a beer?
It's Miller, though. Can you say that?
Yeah, I'm picky.
I'll
Okay.
take one.
High life.
You know, here's the thing. Like, it doesn't taste like anything,
Yeah.
but it doesn't taste like anything. It's
Yeah.
not hard to drink in any way. It's just...
Offer everybody a beer. You
The
can
food
have one.
consists
I'm
of
having
canned meat and chili and boxed noodle dishes.
But you better say it.
Brown meat for the apocalypse.
one. Who wants a beer? Do you want a beer?
Or it's a
How about
boombox
you? You want a
on
beer? Get him a beer.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to play one of the tapes?
Yeah, we need to listen to these tapes before we there. So let's listen to the earliest one.
All right, 2 old men. One is very old, the other oldish. So the older man, are we talking about Hunt again? Yeah, Monty, if that's okay. Sure, why the hell not? He said people would talk about him someday. Did he? Sure, said he was going to change the face of the earth with what he was working on down here at the plant. Cliff says something unintelligible. You know what? Sounded microphone adjustment. Unintelligible response. I believed him. Did you ever see what went on below the plant? Nope, no, I never did. He never went down there either. He just stayed in his office. The bathysphere, we called it. It was all decked out strange. I heard it cost like $100,000 to put together. It's hermetically sealed. With big rubber-lipped cast iron doors like a damn battleship. Yeah? Yeah, it was lit by all those Klieg light jobbies, you know? It cooked in there. 110, 120 easy. 120 degrees easy. He liked it. Hell, he loved it. He just sat at this weird desk and drew his plans and cooked. No one but me and him could stand it. I was in the South Pacific for a chunk of time, you understand. Even I found it uncomfortable after a while. What was he working on? I really don't know, except he said it would change the world. The man worked freehand, from memory, just drawing out things, and they looked like blueprints from scratch. With a damn chalk pencil and some paper, and that's it. He just sat there and rattled it off like he was doing crosswords. What'd they look like? Oh, they're hard to explain. He wrote in this weird code. It looked like math, like symbols. He didn't redo the whole thing in English when it was ready to be built. Man...
Inside A.
There are 2 more pages of this. So we'll stop at that point. As you all stop the tape for a minute and look at each other.
Big long swig.
You can take a look at this. You can give me an unnatural skill check.
Yay!
Ross, I have the motivation, the weird beauties of mathematics.
Yeah.
Not even.
Oh.
Okay.
What? It's on the character sheet.
In fact, I'll save these. I mean, I don't want to read. I just want to read for 5 minutes the whole thing. Actually, why don't we take turns? Who wants to read page 2? Or actually, why don't one person read top of page 2 and then pass it on to the next person?
Okay.
So, you can,
All right. So, excerpts from this.
Clifford and CP is Clifford, and then MG is Monty.
All right. So you don't think think English was his main language? I don't. He looked white. It looked like he was from Europe or something. Seemed normal, but once or twice I heard him talking this language. Can you describe it? Well, it sounded like some sort of South Seas lingo, like something from New Guinea or something. I heard some of those. Well, it's like in the core, but you understand. Did you know? You overheard him once. Did he ever say anything to you about it? Yeah, he said to forget it. He said he could speak 12 languages. That was his gift. He could write in them too.
So his personal habits, they were strange? Well, if he had any personal habits, he never slept. I only caught him dozing once. Guy ate only vegetables. Only specially prepared stuff. It was flown in every morning by courier from Los Angeles. He'd only eat it if I washed it by hand. He knew when I didn't do this. I don't know how. So he was odd. Odd ain't the word. But he was a good boss. Then again, I was used to the core. Anything seems good after the core. So he was a good boss. Oh yeah. Do you think you could go into that a bit more? Sure, don't get me wrong. He hated everyone. All the guys who worked for him. He never once said a kind word to anyone. Conversations with him were always about 3 sentences. He'd ask you a question. You'd understand. He'd answer. Then he'd berate you. But he was always right. And he rewarded loyalty and consistency. I had that stuff down from training. I did everything he asked, down to the letter. By that time, it was second nature. So, you think he liked you? Nah, he tolerated me. You understand?
All right, so that's the second page. Dan, you want to read the up to the no?
Bill can go. I'll go after Bill.
All right.
Did he ever go outside? Once or twice I seen. He wore these old goggles, bake-like goggles with blacked-out glass when he went. Yeah? Yeah, he could see just fine in the dark. He walked around after hours sometimes in the room surrounding his office, in the dark. So he wore them whenever he was in sunlight? Yeah, he liked heat, he liked lamps, but something about the sun bugged him. Not his skin, just his eyes.
So he didn't like blood. You said something about that earlier? Yeah. Cut myself once while preparing his lunch. When I walked in the tub, his office, he got up and started screaming at me. He was really, really mad.
Mr. Harker!
Really pissed off. He stood away from me like it was catching. What was he yelling? For me to get out. Come back later that he wasn't hungry. That my blood made him sick. So you were bleeding a lot? That's the thing. I don't bleed hardly at all. Just on a finger. The finger was wrapped in gauze. So he saw the bandage. Nah, had my other hand with the cut on the door. Couldn't see it. So how did he know? I think he smelt it. And then dealt it.
Yep.
So obviously severe anemic.
Yeah. So you've been listening to the tapes for a while. That's just one of them, and you can study them more if you want. But it's more of the same. There's still the root cellar. What's in the root cellar? What do you guys want to do?
I say we send the geologist down and wait for him to come back up.
All right. I'll check.
Get in the root cellar with me, assholes.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's check through. See if
Actually,
he's got any
anybody with can also make skill checks on the notepad, since there's a lot of stuff on there.
You said it was written in a mathy language?
There's a lot of measurements and shit like that.
I have mathematics.
All right, yeah, give me a mathematics check. That would be perfect.
Yeah. 18 out of 60.
You realize he's making measurements of distances, and he's making. There's also a map nearby, and there's measurements that are identical on both. There are a few notes that are less obscure, like machine parts, gold, silver, and radioactive, question mark. You also see there's a kind of a map that looks like the plant itself, and since you've been there, you recognize it, but you see there's a point about a mile, or which you, because you see the notes, realize it's about a mile northeast. There's some other point that you didn't see from the plant, but you can go and check out. So you get that.
Okay.
But he's very obsessed with measuring distances and points. He's trying to figure out something. You would guess he's trying to figure out something about, like, what's below the plant, or trying to find a way into the plant below, because all the other the basement exits were blocked off when the plant was destroyed. So he may have found another way below the plant.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
Cowboy Operation sealed this plant off, I wager.
Delta Green. Well,
It really wouldn't be a cowboy operation circa 1952.
it would have been a well. You guys don't know that, yeah. Out of character, yeah. That would have been a legitimate operation, but anyway. So what's are you just gonna go back to Russo, dig up those things with gloves?
Yeah, and actually with. I was going to ask you just for something out of the forensics kit. Would it be out of character to basically have, like, maybe one of the radiation patches that if you put it through something, it would turn black? Thank you.
An altimeter?
You do not have that.
Okay.
It's not standard equipment.
Okay, I think that would.
requisite.
I think before we even touch that, we need to requisition this to.
Did you already
Geiger counter?
Well, did you already toss the rest of the place?
So
You have tossed the house.
yeah,
Okay.
the rest
So we haven't
of
found any
it's-
additional lead line equipment,
No.
radiation
No, it was just
protection.
No.
This is like you got the bare minimum to be able to, let's hope my hands don't get cancer.
So,
hand cancer.
for those of you with
Worse.
bureaucracy training, you realize, radiation, that sends off a lot of red flags. If
Total
you
red flags.
find it, and federal investigation agencies find out about this, so the program would definitely not want you officially requisitioning anything, because. Hey, why did you get a bunch of Geiger counters and shit? Why did the FBI buy a bunch of Geiger counters? That would be awkward.
I was trying to think of that, or crap, like in the era where Radio Shack no longer is a thing.
You could make a bureaucracy check at -20 to get one off the books, essentially, without cost.
Oh, good. I don't have to roll.
Or
a
you
10
could make it
below.
normal and spend a point off a bond, or just spend. Actually, I'll just say you burn a point off one of your bonds, and you can buy it on your own money.
Hell,
Then you have to come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
There's no way to do it. I mean, there's no way to get it here.
I think that would probably be for the best, considering what we might be dealing with. So, and I can probably burn another one off of my colleagues, since I can get one probably on requisition from the university. So,
Well, you don't want to do that. You just have to buy it with your own money.
oh yeah, so
Or you can basically you embezzle stuff from the university to buy it off the books.
okay.
So that's why you lose a point off your bond.
Actually, that sounds like a good way to do
I
it. So
need it
that's
for a test.
good story. So I will do that off the university, and we'll get it tomorrow. But
Professor of English.
Are any of you going to keep watch of the house to make sure no one steals it?
I will. I'll hang out there.
All right.
Actually, first back to town, get some more beer.
I will go to wherever it is that we're staying. Did we ever establish that?
Nope. There's no place in
nowhere
Hellbend.
close.
The nearest town is Bakersfield, which is a 2-hour drive.
I'm just going to stay in the house.
I'll say
You
Sleeping
can stay-
bags it is.
You can stay in. Yeah, you can stay in the murder victim's
But
house.
clearly
Wi-Fi?
we need some more beer.
There's not Wi-Fi in Clifford Potter's house. I will say there is residential Wi-Fi at the gas and sip that you would have to get the password from Jarvis.
So he didn't have an internet connection at all?
He went down to the gas and sip to order things.
yeah.
All right.
Speaking of which, like when you said you ordered to that,
Actually, he does have it. He did have internet, but he hasn't paid his bill. He died in March.
So,
Oh,
but
come
did he-
on. Like a utility company would only cut you off after 2 months. They want you on the hook more than that.
All right.
They want your kinfolk on the hook more than that.
Give me high or low.
Hi.
High is good. 64. All right, you're right.
We factory reset his router and used the password on the back.
All right.
Did he have? I forgot. Did he have a laptop that he was ordering
Nope.
stuff on?
He went to the gas. He did go to the gas. Well, if he did have a laptop, it's not here.
Okay.
He did all his ordering by mail order because he listened to Coast AM and he figured the internet was how.
And it actually specifically says he bought it from Amazon, but he doesn't have a laptop here, so he might have ordered it from a friend.
That's
Where
true.
is the laptop?
Yeah, where's the laptop?
Well, I will open my laptop and research everything I can find on the internet and every resource I can think of as a professional.
Amazon on the smartphone. Sorry.
Or you maybe just use a smartphone to look at these things.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Yeah.
computer science, microelectronics, super mathy science nerd knowledge databases. I'm going to read up everything I can on Hunt.
Hunt Electrodynamics. All right, we will give you some more information about that in a second. You guys can roleplay talking as you're sitting, you're squatting in a murder victim's house.
This does not bother me. I'm fine with it. So yeah, listening to more of the cassettes and looking over notes. And
Yeah, I'm just looking over his notes on that, see if there's anything that he brought up specifically about like these cubes or.
argue over what music to put on.
Hey, I'm hacking, so it's got to be my music.
Vaporwave.
I said music.
Vaporwave.
Favorite
You
track.
said music.
Hey, Vaporwave is 80% reconstituted music by volume.
Or it's Carcosa core. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, no.
Carcosa.
It's Carcosa.
It's Carcosa.
It's Carcosa.
No.
You have to scream blood from your mouth if it's Carcosa.
Yeah, Future Funk should. Future Funk is where it's at though.
No, fine then. It's like really, really bouncy J-pop. Okay, there. No, just like I said, we argue over music,
Dio.
right? You know, hey.
All right.
You know what? Maybe music is not a good idea.
Yeah, we'll just leave it off.
All right, so Spiker, you spend a point off your bond, and you spend the night driving out to Sacramento to get a Geiger counter. Illegally using funds from your university to buy it, but that'll be off the books. So good job. Are you getting anything else before you come back?
Let's see. Actually, for that, is it possible to get? Actually, since would it cost another point off of that for the funds to get a full hazmat suit?
Hazmat suits are not sold commercially at military surplus stores.
Or maybe okay.
That,
I mean, you
not
get
the
one of the
right
paper
military
suits,
surplus
but
store.
that's not radiation proof.
yeah, hazmat suits. Yeah, are also not radiation.
Yeah. In that case, since we don't know what's going through, and I didn't have the gun last time, I will make sure I'm picking up at least a small handgun for myself.
Okay, that's another point off a bond.
Okay. A shit ton of antique miniatures and
Let's see. Sorry, ex-spouse. Something's coming off your alimony check.
Yeah, there's no alimony check. That's gonna. So you
I
go
didn't
to-
like my kid anay.
You go to a gun show because there's always a gun show in America.
In the middle of the night.
No, I mean
Yeah.
you actually resolve this all around by noon, and then you just take the rest of the day off to go shopping, and you come back. By the time you get back, it's night.
This is perfect for overthrowing the government. There
Yeah.
you go.
All right, so you're all spending the night at the house.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right. You're all taking turns keeping watch.
Yep.
The sheriff actually deputy drives by. He introduces himself as deputy. What is his last name?
Fife.
No, he actually has it written.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's not that. Androsi, young guy, mid-20s. It's like, evening. You guys all. I already checked that crime scene. There, his house. There's just nothing there.
Oh, there's a few things that are of interest to us. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? I'm very sure that this it was a random attack.
Human.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
63 out of 80.
The guy does not like you, and he thinks that he's a better investigator than you are.
Bureaucracy, shut up and go away.
Third dice.
32 out of 40.
All right. Yeah. Get jurisdiction.
This is an FBI crime scene.
All right.
Fuck
Get the
off.
fuck out of here, Opie.
You did not make a new friend.
We weren't going to.
All right.
Just mutter like, I know what it's like to lose friends in battle.
So yeah, you convince him that you have to spend the rest of the night. You're just spending all night doing this crime scene, you know.
Yeah.
And this is
Definitely not sleeping.
Yeah, definitely not sleeping. So you have to keep the lights on. You have to take shifts
Right.
sleeping. It's not getting.
Probably has it with you like, one of the greatest things humanity's ever invented? Beer.
Everyone, give me a sand check.
And gunpowder.
Oh, time to fail.
Now, if you fail, this is not like a sand. This is to see how well you can sleep. If you fail, you'll lose
What
willpower.
was this again?
Oh,
Sand.
No, I didn't make it. 43.
I made it.
All right. If you fail, you lose 2 willpower.
Whoa! 22.
All right, then you don't lose any willpower.
Look, I'm good.
You sleep.
2 willpower, you said?
2 willpower.
Oh, wow.
Like, I slept like a baby at this guy's
0 willpower. It's bad.
Yeah.
bod.
It's bod. You have to burn willpower in order to project sand loss. So keep that in mind. But you get back and you actually get it. You actually get it like at 9 o'clock in the evening. You know, it's dark. You hear the coyotes howl in the distance.
Some other noise that we don't know what creature that is, but it's probably nothing. It's probably
And
nothing.
that other noise
biology,
is
so-
definitely not
Yeah,
a
give me a
giant
biology
ant.
check.
Sure.
Definitely not a giant ant.
Giant space cat?
No.
Yeah, 21 made it.
That's a cat robot.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Coyotes are definitely afraid of something.
Meow.
They're
That's
warning
more-
each other.
So that's weird. Maybe there's a mountain lion out there somewhere? Or?
Yeah, it's a mountain lion.
Omar coming, yeah.
It's totes a mountain lion.
It's always a mountain lion.
This isn't 24. Come on. So you have it. You could get it tonight, or you could wait till dawn. I mean, when do you want to dig up the root zone? You have your Geiger counter. Oh yeah, you're using the Geiger counter. I see.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, we do have it. So, hey, guys, if we want to check it out to make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
So just...
Are you worried about not having kids? Because I can tell you from personal experience, don't. Just don't, okay? They're a bunch of fucking ingrates, and they'll fuck up your house and act like they don't.
So-
I didn't know.
No, I'm no,
So you
can't.
have a handgun and a Geiger counter. That's
Yes.
what you got. All right. So you bring the Geiger counter in.
Who's backing me up, by the way?
You're checking. Well, you turn it on, and it starts pinging immediately. In the kitchen, and you look at it. The notebook and map read in the 3 to 4 REM state range, which is unusual but not overly dangerous. So they have been exposed to radiation.
Okay. So, and...
What have I learned about Hunt while he was off?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We've been looking into this guy. Oh, yeah. You were researching Hunt. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me pull that
I am
information up.
nerding so hard right now.
Your nerd levels are over 9,000.
I mean, I've got computer science at 80%,
Where is that information?
and I appreciate the weird beauty of mathematics. I encountered something non-Euclidean and/or fractal. I think you guys are toast.
Let's see here. Sorry, scenario does not have like an index. There is stuff about the Hunt Electrodynamics. Arthur Hunt, self-taught genius from rural Ohio, formed Hunt Electrodynamics in 1926. 3 significant patents in the first year.
I'm watching a YouTube video that's like one of those old-timey, like, rally the troops against the horrors of
Something like that, yeah.
that's extolling the virtues of
First year of operation,
hero.
company was soon flush with capital. By the time radio and rural electrification had swept the nation, Hunt was already head of the pack. The Hunt resistor was a standard electronic component in nearly every radio produced between 1933 and 1949. With World War II, Hunt Electrodynamic revenues exploded. The company grew to gargantuan proportions. By 1945, it employed nearly 11,000 workers across the U.S. He expanded his business into home devices such as washing machines, refrigerators, and freezers, as well as electric ovens. By 1948, Hunt was the second largest producer of such items behind Westinghouse. Hunt guided the company in several odd directions. It never went public. He did have offices in LA and New York, but he ran the business from a place he built in one of the most inhospitable places on earth, Hellbend, California, in the heart of Death Valley. He rarely left Hellbend after 1940 and was the subject of some scrutiny due to his odd behavior. Legendary recluse, he spent the last decade of his life working on the designs of a device he said would change the face of the earth. In August 1952, at age 46, Arthur Hunt died in an explosion that demolished the Hellbend plant. The witnesses described it as seeming the explosion was so intense it seemed to the plant seemed to fold in on itself as the earth swallowed it whole. Nothing salvageable remained. Hunt's right-hand man, Thomas McAfee, assumed control of the company, purchasing his privately held stock from his estate at an enormous sum. He renamed it Hunt Electronics, shifted its headquarters to D.C., and began actively reviving military contracts. In 1955, Hunt Electronics became the primary source for electronic components for the Air Force. The company's star rose along with the Cold War. Revenues and workforce exploded. In 1977, William Lasseter took over the company. He moved Hunt Electronics into the realm of home computing. By 1990, the move proved sound. It became a premier producer of computer electronics and components. As the Cold War shriveled, it restructured itself to the demands of the new market. The company remains an anomaly to this day. It has been privately held since its inception. William Lasseter is a recluse, much like his predecessors. No one knows where precisely the company will jump to next. They are also now currently headquartered in a small town in Pennsylvania, which I do not have the name of off the top of my head.
Small town, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And actually, it's a 5-hour drive, so yeah, it takes you. It's like at 10 p.m. by the time you get back. So, anyways, that's what you find about Hunt Electronics.
Well, son of a bitch.
Anyway, back to the root cellar. Are you going in the root cellar?
Yeah, because we need
With the Geiger counter.
With the Geiger counter who is backing me up.
I'll stand at the door.
1, 2, 3, not it.
So,
I have no fear.
well, and hopefully a light too to make sure
You
that
have
we
no
can.
hope.
All right. As soon as you step in the root cellar, it emits a strong signature. It jumps up to 90 rems.
Oh, so
This is dangerous enough to cause mild radiation sickness after an hour. You have this knowledge through your geology training. Mild radiation sickness after an hour can even cause male sterility with prolonged exposure.
Did you bring your lead codpiece there, Deckard?
Or a supply of rat eggs.
Goes closer and closer. It goes up to 100 rems at the center of the room where the cube is.
great. I was very exposed, so my life is a shotgun. Anyway,
So are you digging the cube out?
at this point, it's a hazard. That's the problem. We don't need.
What if it's not the cube?
Oh wait, are you going in too?
I'm standing at the door.
Okay.
I'm shining a light in for him.
No, I'm jumping.
Give me an awareness check.
All right, cool. Yeah. Black 96.
Okay.
I've also got a beer.
Actually, you really feel like you should take a look at it.
At the thing he's holding?
The cube.
That's why I can see the cube.
The cube has not been dug out yet.
So
It's still in the pit. So
I
You do, as you're looking at it, you realize there is some sort of markings on the side of the cube. On the face of the cube.
Hey, what, is there anything weird about that? What's up with that?
no, it's high. We should stand back from this. This thing's highly radiological.
Well, can you take a picture?
Shit. Okay.
I mean, these are burner phones, anyways.
All right. I'm gonna toss you the gloves.
All right.
Pick it up very carefully. Put it so we can take the picture if our phones will even take it, and then we'll lower it back in.
What?
All right,
Why am I taking the picture? What the fuck?
You haven't
man?
even talked about the jar yet.
So I told them about the jar before.
Yeah, but you haven't dug it out yet. You don't know what's in the jar.
Check the jar first. Is the jar radioactive?
Jar is not radioactive.
No, just okay. So let's put on. I'll still have the gloves on just to kind of move it out of the way. So.
Okay. So do you have medicine or?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do have
You recognize it as formalin. The substance is formalin, a substance used for preserving samples, biological samples, because there you see a mangled wing, an insect wing. As you start digging it out, you keep digging it out, and inside is a huge insect. It is 20. It is several feet in length. Give me a sand check.
Am I seeing this?
Yeah. Give me a sand check.
Black.
Made it.
No.
All right.
Oh God.
You're stuck in a pit with the crazy drunk man.
Where's my flare gun?
The crazy drunk man who has unnatural skill.
1 sand.
Okay. No, I haven't actually,
Okay, roll for your disorders.
All right. Well, I'm already indulging one, but that doesn't count. So, okay. So I roll each of them, or what?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll just say 1. You get to choose which one.
This goes to the alcoholism.
What are you 3 doing while they're going out there? Are you watching from outside?
Fred.
I'm still keeping watch.
I crit fail. I chug that fucking beer. Then I pull out the flask and start coming.
All right. You just back. He backs up. You see Zinjenko back out of the root cellar, just drinking from his flask. His hands are shaking.
By the way, is it possible in this state to do an unnatural check, or is that on when my mind comes back later?
Yeah, you can give me a natural check.
Probably tell me. Black 77. I think it's something else entirely.
You don't think anything. You just need to get drunk.
Okay.
You refuse to think about it. So yeah, he is drinking quite quickly. He's emptying his flask. The 3 of you, yeah, he's severely. You are just like, what the fuck is going on? What are you gonna do?
Take a picture of that. So.
Okay.
I will raise the cube up, sterilizing myself.
You see, there are symbols on each side of the cube.
I will try to angle as best I can to take a picture with my phone.
Okay.
And then putting it back down.
What are you 3 doing, by the way? You
Interneting so hard.
Okay, so you're still interneting.
I think you were watching. Right?
Yeah, I was still keeping a watch.
I'm
You see
talking
Zinchenko
to Johnson about Jordan. Sorry, about the whole thing with the people in Chicago because that was my first opera and I still don't quite understand what's happening.
At Zinchenko, you see Zinchenko start staggering out of the backyard.
Oh God! Oh,
which honestly, this seems like something that should have happened a lot sooner.
I was keeping the kids pretty well, I thought.
All right.
Yeah, but that was a lot.
Right. And you should go talk to like a company therapist like I did.
As I'm kind of wandering back in.
Yeah.
Guys, we need a team meeting now.
They're like, do we have a situation?
I think we do now. Put down the phone, show the pictures.
Somebody go get internet.
Oh, you recognize the pictures!
Oh God, it's Aklo.
It is Aklo.
You know what this is?
Yeah. You don't know what this is?
I don't know this language.
I don't know it either. I just recognize it.
Okay.
We didn't take the class.
Nobody else should go back down into the cellar unless it is absolutely necessary to extract the information. That cube is highly radioactive. So it is not safe.
Actually,
it
can be handled for safe periods of time.
So, but
You
right
have to
now,
hold it for hours in order to become sick.
okay, but still,
You're going to do right now.
Yeah, this is so. This is gonna.
It's gonna pet it.
This is fun, but I need you to stay. Hold yourselves and just look away right now. Just go find a glass of water.
Staring.
No, you kind of want to go look at the cube right now. I
But
think it could translate.
we found something in the jar. We found something in the
give me
jar.
another natural.
So, and I'll swipe the.
I'm gonna be. I will while they're busy doing the team meeting thing. Black 34, so close.
Okay. You need those federal papers. They if you get the originals.
Guys, I just need the federal papers, and I can tell you exactly what it is.
No.
You need to find me the federal papers.
But
I think we have something to report.
well, I think we do as well, and swipe to the picture of the insect in the jar.
All right. Everyone give me a sand check who hasn't seen it already.
Internet.
I make it.
Well, this is a team meeting. I said we were going to go to get Mr. Internet McDorkington.
Damn it.
Yeah, don't you?
I'm still fine though.
Okay.
Everybody accuses me of metagaming. Fuck them.
Yeah,
I also
that's
pass.
true. That's true. So yeah, if you all pass, there's no sand loss.
They're like, that's a
But it is clearly like it's not. It's real.
Seeing that
big
picture,
here in
like,
the desert.
I think we definitely have something.
They don't grow them like that unless you're in a Tim Burton film. So we have an issue.
You're right, sky monsters.
Wait, you have biology, right?
Yes, I
Give me
do.
sand loss. Or give me a skill check. Sorry.
A skill check?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you make it, it's immediate sample.
It's probably a good chance. Yeah, made it.
All right. What was your sand check? Oh wait, you actually recognize what this is. Give me a new sand check.
Dun, 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 dun.
Roll the dice, that cat.
Yeah.
Is that a failure?
No, it's a fail. So
Okay. Tilted.
Oh! Oh!
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's 6.
Dun, dun.
Can I willpower this, or is this there?
You can project sand loss onto your points. Good job for remembering that part. So, which bond do you want to project on?
So, Jenko, you ran out and got drunk because you couldn't handle this.
I'm one of your bonds?
Yeah. Choose one team. I've known you the longest.
Okay.
Okay. Spend 1d4 to reduce it by that much.
Okay.
So,
All right. 3.
3. All right. You only lose 3 sanity. You lose 3 points of bond. With Sinchenko.
God damn it.
So,
Space monsters! Damn it!
no, you actually recognize it. It's a Meganura dragonfly. It lived in the Carboniferous period, some 300 million years ago. But this is fresh, as though someone killed it yesterday and put it in a jar. It's been mangled.
Fuck. I said
20
he
feet
said
long?
fuck, you can
No,
say fuck
2
too.
feet long.
2 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it would be
It's
like covering
actually
the face, but-
2.5 feet long. It's 29 inches from tip to tail. Its wings are crushed.
Ladies.
2 are missing. Has obviously suffered severe trauma. It's curled in a death position, and the liquid rolled up like a spiral.
The living hell. There's no way this should be here. This should be here at all. So,
Welcome to
So
the special program.
I've been in the special program, ass.
Then why are we surprised?
Punch. Anyway.
so wait. So blunt. So somebody died from blunt sharp trauma. What was it? I'm sorry.
Blunt and sharp trauma.
So, like giant mandibles?
It was definitely not this.
Okay.
This insect is too small.
Teeth? Call them teeth.
Right, but maybe.
Like each
Blunt
giant
and cutting
insects?
trauma.
But that means that it's like that. What we're looking at. Holy God! So I think Clifford obviously found this down there, probably.
I think I would be
Dug it
found it somewhere.
Yeah.
You actually figured out that there's another place to check out.
Yeah, there's a place north of the factory we should probably check out at some point.
What's there?
Oh, a site that you wouldn't know to see. You wouldn't know to check as part of the plant unless you've seen the completed schematics of the plant as a
We
whole.
can go there in the morning.
Yeah, we're
I
kind
think we
of.
could all we're all in pretty strung out shape right now.
What do we report back at this point? Because
Exactly what we found.
Who's making the call?
I'll make the call.
Who's got... This would be a SIGINT, wouldn't it? To do it right?
I would say you have a standard procedure if you're trying to change something. You for free, you have a standard encryption.
Okay.
DNA if you
Then
want.
I'll just tell them exactly what we
All right.
a full sit rep. No, I don't know how to properly format a
Have you
sit rep.
identified origin of vector?
Okay.
This is a question.
What?
Have you identified origin of vector?
Not conclusively, but have several leads that are a possibility. But I'll say that, I say highly suspect the old the ruined plant.
I ensure no one learns of any artifact. Do not destroy or leave site with any artifact until origin of vector has been found.
Fucking deputy.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. What does he know? And in fact, as you were talking about this, you can in the distance you can see he's making his rounds again.
Shut it down.
Shut it down forever.
He's going to be here in about 10, 15 minutes.
well, lights were already off the roof, so we're back in. So
So yeah, but he has probably been watching you this entire time. He doesn't, or has he?
How do you guys feel about murder?
I'm not opposed to it.
So the cube and the thing, the dragonfly are still down there, right? You just took photos of them.
yeah, those are still down there.
Okay,
So,
but they are open and exposed.
Or I put it
You
back
had
down.
to take them out in order to take photos.
But I put them back in their hole, so...
The holes are open.
Okay.
You do not dig.
But that's down into the root cellar, so it can't be immediately seen, right?
As soon as you walk into the root cellar, you will see them.
Okay.
No one talked about hiding them or
So,
anything.
within T-minus blurred minutes of us leaving, guess who's going to be down in the root cellar having himself a one-way trip to sterility?
So, all right, I'm going to take
What
one
is
of the
too
gloves
long
down
not to
there.
go sterile?
How big was the cube itself?
This guy.
It's about 3 inches on. It's 2.7 inches on the side.
Okay, so I could reasonably put that
Oddly
in.
specific.
I
It's
could-
actually okay. If you want the exact number, there is an exact number. It is 2.718 inches.
Okay, so I could reasonably put it in one of the gloves and seal that off.
It also weighs about 14 pounds.
That's a lot more dense than what that.
Oh yeah, give me a geology check.
Geology.
Yeah.
Easy roller dice.
Hey, I failed that one. That's good.
Well-
That's a good weight for that.
How about physics?
Yeah, physics.
I want to know things. I don't know things.
How about unnatural?
No, actually, both of you've never heard of gold being radioactive.
Yeah, it's somewhat lead, atomically
What are you
speaking.
rolling?
Geology.
You rolled and failed.
So,
Well, what's your skills are? What's your physics at?
40.
80.
Oh yeah, you already know. This level of radioactivity in a cube of gold is bizarre. No gold found in nature is radioactive. Only man-made radioisotopes of gold retain radioactivity. Some are used in microscopic amounts to destroy tumors. And most of these have half-lives of only a few days. A radioisotope of gold with this size, this radioactive, makes no sense at all.
Huh. Well, this is a puzzle.
Bill Nye,
It
the
is a
science
puzzle.
guy.
And it's covered in symbols and aclo.
I think I need to study this cube a bit.
Okay, well, we need to have that. So, but reasonably small enough that I could.
Actually, you can learn if you talk. Zinchenko seems to know something about the symbols. Do you want to talk to him about that?
Sure.
How sober is Zinchenko?
Well, he does tell you about the federal papers,
I mentioned that.
so you can
I
do
did
some
this-
research on the federal papers.
I will do lots of research on the
All
federal
right, give me a
papers.
bureaucracy check.
Can I use computer science to hack it?
You can give me computer science, sure.
Because I don't have bureaucracy.
Okay.
Of course, I would get a 90 over 80.
Okay. Well, you find out what I had already told him about ACLO, so that there's the only source of information, the only known source of information about ACLO is these federal papers kept at Miskatonic University.
I have bureaucracy. Can I just try it straight?
Sure.
No. Very no.
Wait, is this bureaucracy?
I'm not-
I have it at 30.
You have a PDF scan of the federal papers, but
I do. I have it at 30.
that's what everyone's going to be doing for the night, is trying to find out. Basically, what you're trying to do is get someone at Miskatonic University to make a new scan of the papers with the notes, so you can find out
Can
what.
I try it?
You can, but that's all you're going to be able to do.
That's fine.
Okay.
Nope. Oh. Yes, 23 out of 30.
Okay. So you'll get that information actually in the morning.
I'm going to be
So
staring.
meanwhile, I'm going to, in healthy, safe amounts of studying, I'm going to actually stare at the cube for a while.
Okay.
Me
Are you
too!
going down there to get it first, or
Cube it!
or the pictures that I took?
Yes.
He's going down there.
When I approach levels of not safe,
All right, well,
I will instead
okay,
study
well,
pictures.
Before you take it out, I can. It's reasonably. It would be reasonably safe within the glove because we can put that in there, and then
You could wrap it in the glove. Actually, that could be a way to transport it.
that's why I would say at least get it safely. So
Put it in the glove and then put the other glove in, like double wrap it, double bag it.
It's called double glove.
Yeah.
For
I was
double the-
told that doesn't work.
Yeah, friction tends to tear one glove, and
Yeah.
then you have a radiation leak.
Hey.
it's dead.
And that's how you
What
get
about
radiation
the
babies.
All right.
You want radiation babies? Because that's how you get radiation.
So you had that.
Okay.
That's a good way of carrying the cube.
Yeah.
What about the jar? It's a very large jar, obviously.
All right. How long did it take me to excavate around it? Or
It was only buried a foot deep.
very silly question. So, can I make a geology check to basically cover it back up and make it look like just a dirt pile that has not been disturbed?
You could try.
Okay.
I would roll for you.
That group consensus. This is
Don't care, studying cube.
Yeah. You
Roll that. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of.
I'm chatting with someone from Miskatonic.
And my skills
Yeah, I
40.
need that now.
Okay.
Or in the morning would be fine.
Maybe we'll see.
I like burning.
Yeah. I need exactly 100 books.
So, I just walk out and just like, taking out my forensics kit. So just with that, is he pulling up now or?
Yeah. Just want to see how y'all doing. Do you need any more help?
No, I think we have everything settled here, Deputy. So we're
Was
just.
there anything to report? Like, did you find any bodies in the cellar or anything?
No bodies.
Oh,
So
okay.
Nothing as interesting as that.
Oh, I see.
no, mainly just taking samples around the area so us to see.
Okay, give me a
And-
persuasion check.
So can I use biology to basically put?
No!
I have no persuasion.
I know! Slap him with the cube.
roller dice.
You're trying to lie to someone. You have to use the lying skill. And guess what? You're not...
5 off.
Oh.
So
Alright, do you have human?
at base.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he believes you.
So, but if you want to come in, that's why I come in. We had ordered coffee or something.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to come in. Yeah, sure.
It's just
Comes in.
throwing him off the trail. So,
Alright, give me a luck check.
me electric.
No. Tell me, high or low?
Hi.
Alright. Okay. You two hear that. You think you managed to hide the cube in the double glove. Yeah.
So now we're looking at
Before
PDFs.
Operation Double Glove.
Yeah, so all of you are in there, looking around. It's like, how do y'all doing tonight? You know,
We're doing
we just want to extend a helping hand to
better than average.
all you feds. You know,
No, we appreciate it.
Look, we're doing better than average.
good. I'm good to hear. Did you get any insight into the case? About
I'm
who
going
the killer is?
to stare at him. I'll leave for a couple seconds. I'm going to.
It is an ongoing investigation, but
I'm going to read this guy. Is he scanning us nervously? Is he scanning us
All
intently?
right, make a roll. Negative 20.
Yep, I know.
You're drunk.
Yep. So 60, but anyway, black. 55 out of 60.
crit.
Oh,
I'm so drunk, I see right through him.
he's been staking you out all night.
Man, you look haggard. You've been out in that night desert, haven't you? I mean, seriously, it's almost like you've been, waiting to just roll up on this place.
Okay. He doesn't recognize that you're drunk for some.
I just seem like an asshole.
He got a critical failure on his.
So, in my mind and in his mind, I'm perfectly intelligible. Everybody else is.
Which really means you sound like normal.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna look right at the guy, and actually, I'm gonna see if I can make him
But
step
you
up.
got to hear what you know. He's going to dig up the root cellar as soon as you leave.
Man, I mean, but the problem is, this is now.
He saw you go up and down the root cellar multiple times.
We appreciate your help, and you are doing.
You freaked out and drank as soon as you got out of the root cellar.
Yeah, you're doing a bang up job here. But you know what? The funny thing is, we just need to make sure we keep this in house because this is now a federal matter.
Okay.
like,
Basically, I'm politely trying to convince him to fuck off for a bit.
All right. Give me persuasion.
Minus
Negative
20. 52. Black. 44.
God damn.
Drunk Zinchenko goes,
Tom, how are you being Sean?
I gave him a gift.
how's this? I'm actually going
gifted
to
him
straighten up and maybe he believes I'm not drunk because he thinks it's an act.
Yeah.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
You bastards.
Androsi, was it? You seem like a really nice guy, and I think you've got a lot of extra time on your hands out here, and I understand. Trust me, you're a really Type A personality. You really do. You really are on the case. But right now, this is a federal case. Please, 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 for your own safety, do not interfere.
Okay.
If you attempt to interfere with this, there might be dread repercussions.
Tempted with recruitment to the special access program.
He's like, do you
Alright.
want to know what's
Not yet.
going on?
All right.
Really want to know?
All right.
I mean, we might consider you an asset later, but for right now, we want to make sure that we can trust you.
Trust is very important.
All right. Well, he buys it.
Yeah.
So,
He walks off.
Whether or not he acts on that.
Asshole.
so morning's coming. What is your first move? Are you going to check out the other site or go back and do something else? What lead did you want to pursue next?
Well, I think we really need to secure Cube and Jar. So
Your handler said not.
Where's the nearest storage unit?
Not to take the artifact from the site.
We build a storage unit around the cube. Hidden in plain sight.
Like, I'm putting you in a box. You won't see it until you're inside.
All right. If we're looking to the house, did Clifford have a safe or anything else just for personal?
You can hide under a floorboard if you want.
Or dig it in, or just put it back in the root cellar.
Put that thing back where it came from.
Yeah.
Or so help me.
Or one of us can just stay with it.
Or take it with you.
Well,
You can put wrap something around it, wear it for a necklace.
yeah. All right. Well,
pretty.
I can. We'll cover it back up again too. And
So you are you're putting it back in the root cellar.
well, this is the group vote. I'm going to let everybody else know.
You could clarify. Well, you actually everyone can give me a criminology or bureaucracy check.
Bureaucracy.
Have I sobered up on that?
7. Make it.
Give me a con time slot check.
All right, made it.
That is, I believe, a crit fail. Yep, that is a crit fail.
You were hungover. You're
I'm more busy. Okay, so
you still have a negative 20 on it.
All right.
+1 on criminology.
You have to. It's evidence. If nothing
Right.
else, you have to secure it.
Okay.
You can't just fucking put it back in a hole. You have to keep it with you so
It's
that.
the safety hole. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll put in links in the trunk of the car.
You
So
can hole if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
A mason jar with a raw egg and some kind of spicy stuff and tomato juice.
All right. So the basic change is to keep it with you. They're telling you not to take it. They're not giving you a safe place to put it. And you realize with the one,
just keep it with us. So
No, they're not sure they want it to leave Death Valley. They're
Sight
probably discussing what the fuck should be done with it right now.
Sight is probably a broader sense.
Okay. So in this case, and honestly, there might be the
But
better
they
option to
definitely do
throw
not
it.
want you to lose sight of it.
Yeah, it's like two.
So essentially, we need to leave someone here with it.
Or you can
Take it with
Take
you.
it with
We're
us.
still
So.
on
We
site.
can,
Okay.
Death Valley is a big place.
In worst case, depending on what happens at Hunt, if we figure out whatever's going on, that could be leaved, and then they can seal it off. So
We can glass the entire ecosystem.
That's who knows.
yeah.
And then they can take that glass and launch it into space.
Follow Stephen King's career.
All right, so you realize you would be expected to keep custody of it, regardless of what you do. Radioactivity or no. So, because the worst case scenario is the sheriff gets it and calls it into the regular feds.
That's what we.
I'm burning.
That's when it becomes a national incident and you're all fucked.
Yeah. So.
So,
Just to clarify, we're all already fucked.
So at this point, it's basically just. What would it be the bureaucracy roll to get a Minuteman II missile on this site in the next 30
Now.
minutes?
Sideways 8.
so you need to roll a 25 on a d20.
Unmodified.
So what are you going to
There's
do?
no defaulting in Delta Group.
So there are multiple things you can do.
Let's just take it with us up to the Hunt site.
All right, so you're taking it up to the new site. All right, so it's one.
We can bury it there.
Yeah.
It's a mile north of the ruins. You notice the land is dropping in elevation, and it comes to a culvert, and you can see you realize this must have been a drainage ditch that let out of the plant.
Chicken fingers.
This is where waste came out of her. This is so it's a culvert with a concrete tube that protrudes from the hill and disappears in the depths of the ground that leads back to the site. The culvert is also unusual. There is a spray of greenery, small plants with a small red flower on each stem that grow in drips and drabs on a delta-like stream of water, which pours out into a fan before disappearing into the parched earth about 5 meters out. So imagine this concrete tube sitting on the ground, and then there's just a flow of water, and there's plants growing all around it. The area smells rich and damp. You can give me what's your biology at?
80.
Mr. Biologist,
Yes.
would my 8-year-old be really into these plants?
This is highly unusual. This is totally not like Death Valley at all. These plants are definitely not native.
Are they chronologically invasive?
By the way, who has the highest intelligence?
10.
17.
17.
17?
14.
Okay.
I'm a god. Oh, that
High or low?
High.
All right.
But can,
As
you're going to use an M60?
You were the chosen one.
No.
let's see here. As you are,
But I know
Pinnock walks in. So you all get out of your cars, I assume. Did you take both cars, or do you, I assume?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. You get out of your car, start walking down towards the culvert in the area of greenery. You see something unusual on the ground, and it's not immediate, but you realize it's a print. It's a huge, footprint, not human, something larger.
Not unlike
we need to requisition an M60 like
Something
right
with
now.
looks like claws.
Neat.
Does anybody have forensics or you have biology?
Forensics.
Yeah,
Probably not good. Not any good.
It's also chronologically invasive.
With your biology is at 80.
Yes.
You estimate just
Square cube law and all that bullshit.
the ball of the creatures. Yeah, this is something that weighs between 1,200 and 13 pounds, and had clawed feet.
Calling in the office, initiate Crichton protocols. Crichton protocols.
No, we hear someone mouthing down music.
The tiny red flowers are also, as you look at them, they are a baffling oddity. You've never seen this phylum before. They seem to be primitive, vascular, fern-like plants that reproduce by spore, not by seed. The flowers are fragrant, but their scent leaves a bitter aftertaste in your mouth. Are you going to examine them more?
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at it because this is something that shouldn't be here.
Everyone else can roll
Taking
awareness as you are focused on the flowers.
Still minus 20?
55
Hot 7.
out of 60.
Okay.
I critically succeed.
60.
Oh, you actually recognize exactly what it is. Coming from the depths of the tunnel, you hear a Geiger counter.
Like,
Clicking.
heads up. There's a Geiger counter down
It's
there. Is
rising
it moving?
and falling.
Is it getting closer or?
No, well, no. It seems to be the same distance away, but it's like the radiation is spiking and then
Like something was
lowering.
walking by it. Maybe.
No, like the radiation itself is changing. It's staying the same distance away from you.
There's a Geiger counter down here, and it's clicking, and its detection is changing. Mr. Science Man, do you know what's anything about this?
Well, here's what you figure out.
You are Science Man. From the
You
science.
notice some bugs flying around the plants, and there's also spore-covered insect corpses around the plants.
Spores?
The circle of life.
Yeah. Apparently, the plants use something that knocks out the bugs and then cover them in spores.
Working using them as means of reproducing. So
Yes.
I'll test tube that regardless.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
But holy shit.
That shouldn't be burned with fire right now.
Yeah, physics and geology can give me rules to try and figure out what the fuck is up with that Geiger counter.
Yeah.
Now, there are fungi that do that are native to
On
this
8.
epoch.
Okay.
So
35 out of 40.
The only explanation you can make sense is that the radiation itself is changing. There seems to be a pattern of it. And so you can listen from a distance and figure out what that pattern is.
The weird beauties of mathematics and use mathematics to discern the pattern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spend the next 40 minutes listening to this as you're just taking notes.
I'm imagining that as the Zach Galifianakis looking at beautiful mind numbers.
Oh yeah. Every 27 minutes, the radiation spikes, and every 11 and a half minutes after that, it drops to almost nothing. You realize you have about 15 and a half minutes of relatively clear air in the tunnels to search before the radiation spikes again. The pattern seems to be very predictable, at least from one cycle of it, or 2 cycles. You spend an hour outside the tunnels doing this. So you guys can discuss what your plan is before you go into the tunnel.
Who wants to go into the happy, fun tunnel?
Hey guys, I've got an idea. Check this out.
alcohol protects you against radiation.
The last time I took somebody up on that, I ended up with a child support payment.
I'd say, here's my idea. We quit this whole gig and just leave.
I was thinking we tap out Androsi, and we send that fucker in first. And then we just say that, we didn't kill him. He was a potential asset who unfortunately did not work out.
And it was like Bill Brown. Bill's son well.
It unfortunately turned violent.
He was coming right at us.
Maybe I didn't want
Jordan had to shoot him.
Yeah, it's like, he fell down a tunnel onto some bullets.
Facebook.
A lot of them.
It's cool.
So yeah, I'm drunkenly suggesting we rope the sheriff's deputy into this. That was a serious suggestion, and make him go first.
All right. Oh God, you're using him as the
Drunky has had worse ideas.
I'm thinking of all the possible ways. And this is a certain breed of metagaming, but
I don't say
you're asking like reasonably as a fictional trope, yes, but you're asking Ross to do that, which means we will be so incredibly bold.
what?
They want to fish with the deputy lure.
Take a fucking compliment, Ross.
Wow.
Zinchenko's not a nice person.
Yeah.
He's also hungover
that's
and kind of
fucking
pissed off.
That's fucking sand losses for everybody, just for doing it. Because but yeah, you can.
The group can tell me no.
I'm not going to tell you no. I'm just going to say it's a dick thing to do.
No, let's not do that.
Really?
So
it didn't occur to any of us.
What it is, so you have a 15. You know when the 15.5 minute clear period begins, and then you can set your watches to it, or your phones or what. Send out an alarm when you have 1 minute or whatever, so you can keep track of how much time you have before the radiation spikes. And you can't tell exactly because you're listening to this is all from listening to the Geiger counter outside the tunnel. You don't actually have the numbers on hand, so you don't know exactly how dangerous the radiation is. But it doesn't sound great.
So who wants to go down? Probably some of the really.
So the tunnel itself is just straight, at least from what you can see from the entrance. It's not going down further.
I think someone with a high alertness and a high science.
I'm out on the science, and I've got a penalty right now.
My alertness is 60.
Okay, so you want
everybody don't know,
you're not gonna.
Dan and I put our fingers to our noses.
That doesn't mean shit.
I'm an asthmatic, so situations where I need to run away in a hurry, probably not the best place to put
Hungover, minus 20% on everything. I am the worst choice.
I don't know, science from a hole in the ground. That's a geology joke right there.
Hey!
Well, one thing is, maybe it should be two of us. One person that can see things well, and someone else who has science.
Well, you also realize that you're about a mile away from the plant. If this terminates underneath the plant, you'd have to travel a mile in order to have the clear point. So you'd have to run, is what I'm saying.
And we don't know if it's a straight shoot or if it curves at all. So
as the crow flies, it does.
It does. Okay.
All right.
Unless unless the tunnel breaks up at several points.
I'll go.
So you're going. Is anyone else going?
Zinchenko's thinking about it.
My dex is really bad though because I don't think I could run that.
You could use athletics.
That's athletics.
Yeah.
So, still,
irony. They made him put this character in great shape, but did not increase his athletics whatsoever. So.
Yeah, that's a pre-made. So
yeah, I'm saying I'm looking at this going. Yeah.
Well, actually, you also realize, you don't know how far away that Geiger counter is, and so you'd have to you probably don't have to run the entire mile. You could go in and see where the Geiger counter is to see, and you have your own Geiger counter, so you can see about where the dangerous part of the radiation is.
All right.
Depending, we have no idea where it is relative to the point of origin for the radiation. It could be if it's getting those sort of pulsating flexes, then it's probably on the edge of the range, so we might actually have to go who knows how far through.
Well, we need to scope it out at least.
Well, you have your own Geiger counter, so you can determine that pretty safe.
All right, I'm going. Anyone else?
Just take the Geiger counter and walk in and see as it's
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else going besides me?
Watching the car and sobering up.
Okay.
Fine, fuck it. There might be another cube in there, and I like cubes. I'm gonna die so hard.
All right. So the two of you are going in. Let's see here.
We'll keep a tab on
A
you.
long way into the tunnel, you find a Geiger counter hooked up. That's been sort of, some of the parts have been hacked open so they could. You guess Clifford hacked in some wires leading to a die-hard battery, car battery, on a crate, old crate on the floor. It is a series. It is the source of the clicking, obviously. There's several car batteries discarded next to it. He looks like he just left this up and as a warning. And you realize this is also about where the radiation barrier begins. You can't exactly you can both give me alertness checks to see if you kept track of your footsteps.
3.
3. Okay.
Can I have mathematics to count?
Yeah.
I got it.
It was a long ways in the tunnel. You only have about a quarter mile to run to get to the below the plant. If it's
I would say, like, if we have to run, there's going to be one pace.
Yeah.
Mine.
All right. So, what is your strategy? Just to start running as soon as the 15-minute period begins?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you give me athletic checks. Or dex times 5 at
30,
negative 20.
35.
Or no, dex times 5. Just dex times 5.
Well, I have athletics.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
good.
Okay, so you both run pretty quickly. Only takes you a minute or two to get to a large chamber. Cement. It's a cement room, about 30 by 40 feet, awash with water and odd plants. It is heavily damaged. There's a series of jagged, ruined concrete constructions that are wet with warm water. You can see there's a larger room beyond it, and there's some kind of grayish light coming from the larger room. But because of the water and the other things, you'll have to make a athletics or dex check at negative 20 to get past it. Without, all right.
Missed it by 2.
Okay. You get by it, but you take 2 points of damage
Okay.
as you cut yourself along the rock.
You're now bleeding.
But,
Oh no, you're bleeding.
But you remember that Stephen King story from Creepshow?
Finnick, are you going?
Dex times 5 minus 20.
Yes. Should be on your sheet.
No.
Okay. You also cut yourself. You take 3 points of damage. You can severely lacerate one of your arms.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding.
Oh, God.
But you come to the larger room.
And everything's hunky-dory, right?
No, it is not. Both of you give me sand checks. Okay. Tom?
Coming. 10. Make it.
Okay. You are at peace with it. There is... all you can describe is a gate, a stone archway with slots on the left-hand side of a large portal. It is tilted forward at a 12-degree angle, pinned in place by debris. The stone itself is odd, a deep black soapstone-like substance with almost a metallic quality, kind of reflecting light from your flashlights. There are slots that fit they fit like they would be cube-sized. Throughout the almost the entire archway is clear of debris, as well as the topmost cube slot is empty. Much of the gate is obscured by rubble. It is implied there are other cubes. There are 2 other slots held by cubes, but there is one that obviously you could fit a cube into. The gate itself, the archway is filled with a deep gray mist, much like steam, and sort of a soft gray light is emitting from it. There's something odd about the way the mist drifts. Like, it occasionally seems to twirl, twist, and congeal into tiny storm-like collections of clouds. It never drifts far from the stone doorway before evaporating. Let's see here. As you get there, a stream of clear, warm water pours from inside the gate. The stream flows down the tunnel and exits out the culvert. There's a strong smell of jungle filling the tunnel. Both of you give me another sand check as you watch this.
Yeah, 8.
Okay.
2.
So you make it. All right.
I think we know what's going on here.
All right. So what are you going to do? I'll say it's taking about 5 minutes to get here.
We have identified the source of the vector. So we should probably get the hell out of here and report it.
There are 2 other cubes here, though.
There are 2 other cubes.
They're going to need to bring a team with better knowledge and equipment than us to deal with this. Cubes.
All right, but we're coming back on the next run.
Fine.
Okay.
Now we're heading
my
back.
collection.
You head back. Actually, both of you give me alertness checks.
Yes, 34.
Okay. You see a bag of equipment.
Nope.
An army bag. You see it looks like a camcorder sticking out of it. And there's some other stuff in it.
Take.
All right.
It's an item get.
All right. You
got a thing.
all right. So you come back.
What did you guys find?
I think we've identified the source of all this. There's a gateway of some kind with other cubes in it. And I just saw it. I just saw a literal stream of water come out of it.
This water.
And it smelled like jungle.
Yeah. You found a gate?
Yep.
We have a key?
Now, if I didn't work for the agency that I work for, saying this would sound insane, but I'm starting to think time gate of some kind.
Well, given the flora and fauna that we found.
Yeah, I'm going to report this in right now. And there's a camcorder here. We might have some actual evidence on that.
There's also a Polaroid camera with it. And what else?
I said what? You look through this.
Yeah.
Tape recorder.
Call it in.
And a flash cube Kodak camera with film. So it's also tied to a stick. The camera, the Kodak camera, is tied to a stick.
Oh, they stuck the stick through and use it to take a picture.
Yeah.
Or we're going to.
Yeah. I'll review the
surely
camcorder
they
to see
didn't
if
get a
there's any
chance to
footage.
do that yet.
Okay.
But
what are you going to do?
I'm going.
I'll take the camcorder and review the footage if there's
Battery's
any.
dead.
Okay. Was it just a cassette or is it USB?
We'll say it is.
And how you have hepatitis?
We'll say it uses a mini
Now
DV
you
tape.
have cholera.
So, all right.
The sugars.
Shoot. Well, I don't have the player for that, but
No, you don't.
does he have one back at the house?
You don't remember seeing it.
Actually, you did.
Okay, so he's probably playing it directly off
true.
of it if it there. So see if we can charge that back up later. Look through the Polaroid, the Kodak. So, did it actually develop any pictures, or was there any ones?
It's filled with film, so that you would have to. It's not. It's No, it hasn't. It's filled with film, but it hasn't been
Developed.
It hasn't been developed. Yeah.
Was
My
there,
God, he was using film.
was there a room back at his house that could be made into a serviceable dark room?
It could be made into a serviceable dark room.
Okay.
I mean, I guess he had a root cellar.
Does anyone know how to develop film?
I would allow
Between chemistry and art?
Yeah, chemistry.
Yeah.
Internet?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling in.
Okay.
I believe we have identified.
So you're going back to Clifford's house, I guess.
We have identified the source.
Taking everything with us and the samples. So,
can the origin point be stopped?
Yes.
Can we come up with a bailout for a good solid airstrike?
No.
No, it's underground. An airstrike wouldn't do it.
And
I
it
think
You're
has,
just not thinking big
and
enough.
given the fact that that's like
We
we have a
bunker
15-minute
busters
window.
for a reason.
Up there, we would have to put either from what they described, we would have to put explosives
No,
on
but I
it
think he does.
and then get out.
If we give you
Tall
explosives,
boys.
can you enclose it?
None of us are trained for that, sir.
With demolitions?
Oh, do you have demolitions? That
So
would.
do I.
Okay, we have 2 agents who would be trained for that, but that's
Given no intelligence, you believe that will have
It's like-
effect on target.
It says, like, unknown. It says I am like basically. So I'm basically saying that doing the common equivalent. I
Given
am
the
no
radiation
scientist.
threat, do not use explosives unless you believe that is the only way to have effect on target.
Well, if nothing else, we could just seal it off. So
If you believe that'll have effect on target.
Here's the thing, the water's coming out of it. It'll eventually erode any seal that we put on it given enough time.
Universal solvent.
and also the problem
Have you
that
identified the killer?
we have not, but
Actually, like given the nature of the vector, very possible. Like I'm actually going to use chronologically displaced.
Chronologically invasive
Yeah.
species.
Then it is
Chronologically-
imperative that you find this chronologically displaced entity
I think it says, well, like,
and destroy all
then,
evidence of
then
it.
we're going to need bigger guns for that.
There's a weapons locker at the Sacramento FBI office. You may. I will instruct Agent Grunberg to give you full access to it.
Like,
Will that be sufficient?
like.
Ross is giving us all the guns.
You know what? So like guys, I'm gonna go take a road trip really quick.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna come back with
All the guns.
I'm gonna come
all
back.
Of them.
I'm gonna come back with toys and In-N-Out Burger.
And I'll go with you.
Yeah.
It's all right.
All right.
I need to kind of
In-N-Out
clear my
Burger
head.
and guns.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Jordan. 'Cause
All right. So
This is an FBI
they're
facility.
leaving. All right. And
Listening to some CCRs as we drive.
okay.
Run through the jungle.
Find a way to charge the battery on the camcorder?
yeah,
Oh yeah, you've cracked microelectronics, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I can find it.
Yeah. What's it at?
60?
Oh no, it's ruined.
Like the camcorder is running?
Yeah, everything's ruined. It's radiation.
And that means the film's probably toast as well. So
Logical assumption.
Could develop it anyway. What have we got to lose?
okay,
Okay.
screaming portal.
What they didn't know was the answer was sanity.
Yeah, if you want to spend the next couple hours doing that, you can.
I mean, we're doing anything else?
you can jump on that
It's
later.
either that or stare at the cube some more, which I'm okay with.
You have not gone to. You have not examined the bobcat.
That is true. So
That's true.
Send the biologist to examine the bobcat. You can do darkroom stuff. I'll support you from the...
Okay.
I'll. All right. Well, who's coming with me?
Wait, we should not do that. We should not send the biologist who does not have forensics or search above base.
So you guys do
Sinchenko.
that. I'll
I'm
set
in a
up the
car.
darkroom, and while
There
we're
you
waiting
go.
for you to get back, so we can...
I'll drive him to there and point
I
where I
already
can go for
gotten a vehicle with Jordan to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're
We're
off.
getting the toys.
Never mind.
Because
I'm with you
it's
then.
an
I will
FBI
stare at
office.
the bobcat.
Okay. Let's see here. Obviously, it wasn't used as a murder weapon, as you figured out. There are the mark of blood and effluvia on the side of the vehicle are odd. They are long, dry. There are clearly several distinct layers. You also smell that pungent odor, very, very ammonia-based, which you have an idea. It actually reminds you of what predators do to mark territory, as though it rubbed against the vehicle repeatedly. You can give me an int times 5 check.
Great.
Did it rub against it inappropriately?
As it always does. Made it 20.
You realize it might have left a sample behind somewhere but out of sight. Perhaps you should look down. Look under the vehicle.
Do. Stand check. So.
Teetering on the edge of a slot drain, there's something there, something green. Do you want to reach out and get it?
Something that's
Shining a light on it to see if it's reacting, though. Or...
Actually, you see little orange buds that seem to be sprouting from the end of a. It looks like a feather.
Who is with me right now?
I am.
All right. Hey. Sorry, I forgot your name.
It's fine.
What?
Barrow.
Barrow, take a look at this.
Damn fancy desert chickens.
Despite the fact that it isn't there, all right. Do you have your weapon on you?
You're in
Yes.
now.
Okay, just getting on there. Is there?
You can take it.
Well, just poking, getting something to
It's a
poke.
feather.
Okay. I don't know, Ross.
I said it was a feather.
Okay, so pulling it out.
You pull it out. It's a feather that is biologically impossible, as far as you know, in terms of things that exist on Earth that should be existing on Earth right now. It's large, green, and well, it's feather-ish, but there are elements that set it off. It's oh god, it's just what the fuck is this?
It's a
Or
beta
scale.
feather.
Yeah. Like they didn't even come off of this. Does it even feel like it would be hollow or
It's very large too. Like in terms of like the creature that it would come out of.
they're like maybe what our current perceptions of a dinosaur would be today? Oh. I will punch you in the mouth.
All right. There's also a you can also identify there's a liquid that's dried out that you can take a sample of.
Yep, I will go ahead and do that. So,
It's not blood. All right.
all right, so let's see the marking.
All right.
Nice.
What next? Okay.
Later.
Okay. Yeah. So well, that takes you some time.
All right.
To find that. Meanwhile, the film is overexposed, radiation.
It was worth a shot.
No, it was worth a shot. It was
And you got some quality time with the cube.
Yeah, what was my quality time with the cube and seeing it in the context of where it goes has...
Oh yeah, you get an email back. That guy Miskatonic sent you the notes.
Good.
And you're by yourself, so you can read them and translate them.
completely uninterrupted. By myself, with no one to anchor me to reality.
Yep. Woo! All right. So you find out there are translation notes, so you can actually translate what Aklo, what the characters on each side of the cube mean. It takes you some time, but there's only one character each, so it's not too hard. So there are. Here it is. The translated symbols mean. There's one that means the west / the end / the last. That's Asa, A-S-A. Su, which means the east / the first / the one. She, which means the between / transitional / the middle. Sek, S-E-K, which means the north / above / up / cold. Sesh, which means the south / below / down / warm. And then she, which means time / before / the predecessor. So each one of those symbols is on one.
Is a setting
Yeah.
for what point in space and or time.
Do you happen to remember what the looks like were the symbols on the other two cubes?
Well, Ross, with an intelligence 17 and distinguishing feature of brilliant, did I see what the other two cubes were facing out?
You can give me intelligence times 1. You were kind of worried about the whole radiation thing.
No.
Yeah. You don't remember clearly enough. You're not sure. There's a lot of symbols that it looks like it. That you're like, there's very subtle differences between some of the symbols.
Stupid ancient languages.
Meanwhile, Jordan and Zinchenko, what kind of things are you wanting to get from the FBI?
All of them.
So Jordan, I mean, well, first off, a real serious note. We've been doing this for some time. I know I'm kind of like a little bit out of it a lot, especially anymore.
Yeah, I know.
If the agency ever decides that they just want me out of the way, could it just be you? Can you just like one behind the ear?
Sure.
All right, cool. Not right now, obviously. I'm fine.
No, I know.
I'm fine. Sobered up.
No, I mean, I know. If they deem you they need to kill you, I'll volunteer for it.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Roll helplessness. Jesus Christ.
I'm inured. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, yeah, you're
I'll make it.
Okay. All right.
It's almost a touching moment when you think about it.
It's a touching moment. It's also a depressing existential crisis moment. But you're both so fucking...
Why not both?
You're both so true detective in the shit out of things that...
Well, eventually the human race is going to be extinct.
All right, so
You
you
have
can
no
get
idea.
body armor if you want. Of course, wearing it in the desert is going to be real fun. I'll give you 3 points of body armor.
What about wearing it in the Triassic?
Well,
I think if we're there, then we're fucked anyway.
you can
Start
give
stopping
me,
butterflies.
It's okay, guys. I've got
you can get
hepatitis
long
C.
guns, obviously. You can get assault rifles.
Okay.
I will say...
Elephant guns with secret triggers.
Actually, I'll get some assault rifles and like a bolt like a sniper rifle.
Do we have any
Okay.
any explosives? Maybe. I mean, what
they have flashbangs, obviously.
Okay.
Let's get. We can get.
They
some.
have door breaching charges, which are...
I think flashbangs.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Flashbangs for sure.
And more handguns and also shotguns. Those are pretty standard issue for the FBI.
Yeah, like nothing. I'm not requesting anything.
Door, I think
anything weird.
the door breaches are actually a good idea. I think actually.
Couple of those.
Okay. So you get all that. That takes you some time to check it out.
And In-N-Out Burger, like I said.
Of course.
Bag of burgers.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Let me see.
That's the gate.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Gates.
Someone's been there more than once.
Weird.
And that's
So-
where it's taken out.
Let's see.
Or we're going to find some 65 million year old.
Oh, you also found something else. By the way, Dan, sorry, Finnick also learned something else. The Miskatonic researcher has heard of Ackland. He mentions 2 other sources of it. One is from a book written in 1699 called On the People of the New Land, Study of American Indian Tribal Legends of Prehistory. It speaks of the Aklo people, men of great size who could control minds, vanish from sight, and who disrupted the Indian tribes in the West. The second book is The Tongue of the Precursors, written in 1921. It's a sensationalist occult text, refers briefly to the Aklo tongue of the sorcerers. It is otherwise unhelpful. So this is something that's been mentioned around for centuries, but there's very little concrete information about it. The federal papers, by the way, are from a horror writer who named Blake in 1935, who transcribed it. Hey, look, this is Detwiller, man. Yeah. So
Robert Blake, the guy who wrote Psycho.
I think it's
who
actually
was a correspondent
was
of
Block.
H.P. Love. Oh, yeah.
Block
Good
BLOCH.
point.
Sorry.
Right, Blake was the character from, Three Lobed Eye business.
Hunter in the Darkness.
Yes, Hunter in the Dark. Because,
Yeah.
Blake and Lovecraft each wrote, stories in that series that had inserts of the other
That was
author with the name just barely changed.
Yeah, Robert Blake. It was given, 1935. It was going to the library by Argonne Police, once part of a book. So, Blake disappeared in 1935. But he gave this
After
to-
a lightning storm?
Yep. So, you have all the guns now.
And the burgers.
And the burgers.
Guns and
You-
burgers. America.
I mean, I'd play that board game.
So, what is your plan?
So, Jordan, we got a I guess we show
Game
up.
hunting.
It's like we go hunting.
Well, there's 2 problems right now. One that I see. One is the gate, and the other is the killer.
First we need to take care of the killer.
And the other, well, also
if
figure
you
out
want
how
to do it in
close
that
on the
order, you
gate.
have.
Well, but also, are we risking the killer coming out? And
That's a good point. We could lure the killer to us by doing that.
as an alternative, is there a possibility of throwing it through the gate and then closing it off?
One thing.
13,000 pounds. Or
1,300.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm
Are you going to shove it back down that tunnel?
well, sorry, luring it back down and then maybe getting it to go.
You have
Just
biology
gonna
at
march
80
down that
right?
culvert going, I'm delicious, I'm delicious.
So far, it's been whatever the killer is. Yeah, if you're working on the theory that it is a something chronologically displaced dinosaur or something like that, then it acts like a predatory animal. So it's not necessarily going to understand the significance of the gate, or it doesn't. You didn't smell the pungent odor at the tunnel, so it hasn't been there recently. It has not claimed it as territory.
Okay.
So you know that.
And it may have only been attacking things that wandered into its territory as well.
Yeah, it's certainly killing 2 people and probably, who knows, coyotes or whatever since then.
So in this case, Clifford is the one who possibly brought it through. So that his death, and then Lucille's was just an unfortunate accident, probably. So, but it's a fairly wide margin of where it could be. We just need to figure out how we lure it to us.
Well, if you want to lure a predator, you give it bait.
Okay, we forgot to requisition a Jeep. Do you think we can steal one from one of the locals?
No.
I feel like we need a Jeep.
So
Can be like a super special Jeep that has a chair that slides out by
If
20
you wanted
feet.
to, if you were doing this for a wolf or something like that, you would get a prey animal and tie it to a stake and then walk it.
Like the deputy.
yeah.
Hey, he's got to be good for something.
Holy shit!
That would solve a lot of problems.
So just say that.
Mark his territory with the feather. Put it on the car and have him drive it back all the way to the side.
No, this would mean knocking him out and then cutting him so his blood carries in the wind.
Bonus.
That's your sand check.
I'd be okay with
You
that.
wouldn't.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact is, have to be the one that would tell us that is an option.
Or you could go and get a cow or a goat or something
Yeah.
like that.
Clever girl.
Pay for that, or the
He doesn't want to be fed.
Or you could use one of yourselves. You could literally predator it and just pretend you're that one guy who cuts himself on the chest with a machete and just hope for the best.
Sonny Landon.
Yes.
Or Billy!
Or you could deal with the gate first.
Well, we want to get it through so we can close it off, hopefully. So,
Wait, hold on.
Are we still
trying
committed to that plan?
You're trying to lead a thing into the gate, which means you'd have to go through the gate, get back out, deactivate the gate, which also means passing through the gate. You don't know what the hell's waiting on the other side for you. I mean, how do you know it's just dinosaurs? What if it's ancient time monster things are waiting for you and they're all intelligent and pissed off, or they just want to experiment on you or mess with you and shit?
so how much Doctor Who have you been watching this week while totally blitzed?
Zero.
How long have you been with the agency?
Seriously, I see where to shit.
If you haven't been here long, then those questions will answer themselves.
I mean, we're not dealing with,
Hey, come on, Doctor Who is basically the hot sheets.
I mean, now we've got hyperchronological in addition to hypergeometric factors here, and that's just fucked, okay?
Of course, all of you could just lie and say you take care of the killer.
Whoops.
Yeah.
We missed one.
Except I'm a terrible liar.
Leave an Allosaurus.
Oh, I'm a great liar. Oh, God.
California desert.
Hey, there needs to be a Chupacabra legend. Let's give them one.
So
You know, I always really hated Burning Man anyway.
Wait, is it going on now?
I don't think it's in Death Valley, so.
no, dude, I will, dude, if you give me
Who knows
something,
how
I will
big-
hunt the thing.
Who knows how big a range those things have? Nobody, that's who.
So probably the best. Well, do we want to set the bait and then see if we can get it back to that area? So,
Oh no, I think
Let's shut the gate down first.
We don't know how to do that.
Remove the cubes.
Or put
supposedly.
the missing cube in.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that might shut it down, or again, it might have already been activated beforehand.
I think we need to do both things at the same time.
If they describe it to me perfectly, and he has translated
Actually, I'll say with you two, you could help, now that you've been over the rocks, you could help someone else over pretty easily.
My big question is, can I unnatural roll to know something about this?
I would roll for you.
Do it.
30%. I'll say this is the next day, so
Yeah.
you're no longer a hangover.
Yep.
Okay. You think you know.
All right. I'll
You
translate.
think actually, the cube would be a good way of doing it. Putting the cube in.
We just got to put the cube in, and we got to figure out what to put it right.
So I'll tell you what. No, we can do both things at the same time. If shutting this thing down will lure it in, I can lay in wait.
Okay. So you're up front waiting.
No, I'm gonna use the sniper rifle and get it and hide and get a position.
Sure. I'm going to get paper copies of the
And you give her all
translation
the
texts.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing that the other two cubes probably have different sigils on them.
Yeah, probably.
So would it be survival to find a good snipe position?
Yes. What is your survival at?
50
Okay. You think you find one?
and
Okay.
stealth.
Okay. What's your
Also
stealth?
50. Actually, yes, 50.
Okay.
And would it be possible for me to work in tandem with him to mark out an area with the feather that I have, so that the creature could basically?
Actually, if
that's
it's a
what it's
predator,
doing?
wouldn't give a shit about a feather.
Okay.
So the measurements that he's been taking, is he tracking its movement?
No.
Okay.
It was about trying to figure out the geometry of the underground level.
Okay.
Which he found a gold cube. He wanted more.
Okay, I've got an assault rifle by my side. I've got the sniper rifle.
You actually realize he was probably digging. He'd gone back to the surface to try and just find a more direct way into the lower basement. There's also more debris past the gate, and so there might be even more stuff beyond the gate area.
Oh, God.
But that's what he was trying to get to.
All right.
What was your stealth again?
50.
Okay.
Tom's gonna get eaten by a dinosaur.
I'm going to get it.
Shit happens.
Okay.
Be your favorite character death ever, Warren.
Like, oh my god, yes. Especially if the dinosaur talks to me before it eats me.
Right?
Nothing personal, buddy.
I'll be like, I understand.
Clever girl.
What's your alertness?
60.
16.
That's a lot of die rolling over there, Ross.
Well, you're not going to know what happens until it happens. So, all right.
I say, I got the sniper rifle. And,
You're waiting.
And one assault rifle next to me.
Sure.
The rest of you guys take whatever guns you want to take.
Yeah.
You did take the explosives, right? And the I'm going to have one flashbang with me at least. But you can, if you need them.
I think I'll have a breaching charge. You have one of the breaching charges.
Okay.
If it turns
All right.
out we
So
don't know
you're
what we're doing
stationed
with the cubes.
nearby on Overwatch.
Yes.
Okay. You guys. Who's going into tunnel? You are.
I have to go again.
Yeah.
So we're going in.
Does anybody? Do either of you have breaching charges?
How many did we have?
As many as you need.
So we can all each have one at least.
Okay. Do either of you guys have demolitions?
No.
Okay. So I am bringing my happy ass
Okay.
along with charges along, because in case we can't cube the way the fuck out of the gate,
Yeah.
we'll just be
Take
done
it off
with
there.
it. Because that'll work.
So you probably need to be watching Tom's back.
Yeah, so I'll be on his backside.
Yeah,
just with the gun.
biologist and a killer. That's the perfect team to go dinosaur hunting.
Yeah,
You know what? This is a new species. I need to take a look at it.
It's like before I blow.
Really, it's not new. It's quite.
So all four of you are going in the tunnel.
No. He's going with Tom. The three of us
I'll be
are
on
going.
Tom.
He's watching
Are
Tom's
you-
back.
Oh, so you're stationed with Tom?
Yes.
Okay. What's your stealth?
No, dude. Dude.
Oh, okay.
We'll go on radio.
I'll read it.
Okay, so you're hiding separately.
Yeah, I'm on alert.
What's your stealth?
You could be in one of the cars.
No.
I'm
So are you just staying in the car?
No, this is a bad idea.
Where are you going to be?
I will go in with everybody else. So
Okay.
that's where I'm needed.
Oh.
You have to be like, all right. He's my partner. Like, like, what are we looking for?
Yeah.
It's like,
You can alert us, but
fuck.
and then we can shoot it down if it tries to come into the tunnel. So
Okay. The four of you go in.
Already in the tunnel.
So you know
Dun,
that
dun, dun,
you've told what the layout is. There's a bunch of jagged rocks to get over.
Okay.
Who wants to make a roll for its athletics or dex minus 20?
Do I have to roll again?
If you want to help someone else.
Are you guys fairly athletic?
I
I have base athletics and my
Oh
dexterity.
yeah, you could have first aided yourself between now and then. So
Or do you want me to first aid you?
yeah, what's your first aid at?
My rolls.
Mine's at 50.
Mine's at base, so
Okay.
Right, go and roll.
we have a lot of first aid back
Yes,
there too.
36.
Yeah, first aid.
All right,
me.
you heal 3 points.
First aid me too.
And back up. Full.
83. Sorry, failed that.
Whatever.
All right.
All right, so yeah.
Pain don't hurt.
So dex times
Actually,
give me
by
dex.
very definition.
My dex and my athletics are both going to come out to 30.
Okay, then make a roll.
I'll
You're sober
help
at
him.
least.
All right.
Crying out loud, drunks McGee.
I'm perfectly sober.
Now.
I don't know what I was supposed to roll to help him, but I probably didn't make it.
It was athletics or dex times 5.
So I'm at minus 20.
Yeah.
Nope, missed it by 9.
Okay.
So
No, he was helping you.
Okay.
You failed.
I failed.
So one of you takes 1 point of damage.
I'll take it.
Okay.
What's your
What are your
HP at?
alcohol
roll
rich
for
blood?
me?
Okay.
We've now spilled blood in the tunnel.
All right. 4 points. You hit your
Ow.
head. You slide down and bash your head on a
And
stick of.
Medic.
Yeah.
and I'll roll athletics.
Okay.
Well, we've certainly baited the air, haven't we?
You're a quarter mile inside. Like the blood's not going to, the scent's not going to carry that far out. 2 points for you.
Points? Okay, not too bad.
All right, you all get to the gate. Those of you who haven't seen the
How-
gate before, give me unnatural checks.
Can I get a first aid first?
Six!
Okay, yeah,
Out of 30?
I'll make that before. Yes, made it for his first aid check.
So, what do I get back?
2.
Nice.
And sand checks.
And made the sand check.
Okay. Sand check next. Okay. Well, that was your sand check.
Oh, my sand check. I'm actually.
What, did you make your sand check? What was that roll for?
You said
you said
a
a sand
natural
check.
You said
He
a
says
natural.
whoever hasn't seen it before make
A
an
natural check, and that was
Well,
my natural.
it's a sand check for unnatural. So that was your sand
Yeah,
check.
okay, so that was, I'm fine. I'm actually good.
Yeah.
19 out of 65.
Okay. You see a gate. It is glowing, as I said, emitting a gray mist.
Can I make it unnatural?
There are 2. You already did, but now that you see it, yeah, I'll give you one more
bury a
chance.
Star Trek set down here? What the hell?
Stargate.
That's illogical.
Fargate.
Okay, Sean, you know exactly what to do.
Okay, cool.
Nice
I'll be
Guardian reference.
You are certain.
right.
You are very, very certain.
Hold my beer, give me the cube.
Hold my baby.
How did he jump over the rocks holding a beer?
Okay, no.
Not do that.
Hold my beer, give me the cube. Worst
what is your
Hellraiser
intention?
opening ever.
What is your intention?
My intention, I'm going to close the gate.
All right. All right. Just so you know, I did roll for your unnatural.
It's cool. I probably failed.
You didn't just fail.
Yes!
So
It's going to be a piece of history now.
Suddenly, there's a human skeleton laying
With a flask.
In the
next to
trap.
it.
it used to be.
No, I mean, he disappears, and then, like, years later, we find a 66-million-year-old human skeleton buried here.
I didn't figure years
man,
later.
this
I figured,
is the worst
he disappears through the gate, and the skeleton appears.
The worst setting is possessed by demons.
Possessed by dinosaur.
Come on, there's a transporter directly to the court of Azathoth. And you're gonna go with that one.
I've already been exposed
Right?
to that in the
Isn't
King of
there?
Yellow.
I'm sure there is.
Actually, as I'm putting the cube, I just like get to use this line. All right.
all right. No.
Straight towards
all
the
right.
Hyades. Second star on the
Unfortunately,
left.
Sean, you
Down
put
Abbey show. That's
you
the court of Azathoth.
use the sesh key or configuration, which stands for. Let me pull it back up.
Chains fly out.
The gate has such
Two
sights
chains?
to show you.
No.
Who used to wear 3 chains? I don't really understand.
You're
that.
certain that it was the south, below, down, warm.
Whoops.
And unfortunately, at the last instant, you realize that was a miscommunication. That the below, down meant coordinates, geography. It was, and the room the gate explodes in a torrent of water. You have connected to a point of time in which this place is an ocean. So
Is the juice loose?
the juice.
Oh.
Everyone, give me a swim check.
Damn it!
Would that just be athletics? Or?
No, these
that's a
three.
separate
Those
skill.
are 4.
I failed.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
First
I
to
am
kill him with
not-
fire, and then with water.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like, I'm in a sniper position with an In-N-Out burger. Like, I bet they're doing.
How's this going?
Oh my god. I did it in Base Raiders, now I did it here. Gotta make a new link.
Yeah. After a moment, there's a flood of water washing in the culvert.
Ancient sharks come pouring out with it.
Shut up, Dan.
Give me a sand check there, George.
Me?
You see bodies like ragdoll in the flood.
I do.
Yes.
I'm outside.
Yeah, you're outside. It floods the tunnel.
Where'd my? Oh, right here.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm 1. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's 1 sand.
Sunday in Delta
Just
Green.
like, huh, like, that's weird.
Yeah, you can give me alertness checks.
Nope.
Okay. You see bodies, like broken bodies. You can't tell exactly who.
Aren't you glad he came with us, Aaron?
Finnick, you're still alive. You managed to grab onto the culvert and pull yourself out of the immediate flood. Seawater is beginning to fill the desert in the middle of Death Valley. Yes.
Thanks a lot.
It's a wet county now.
Zinchenko.
As you're flooding, you see basically for you, you just felt the water for a moment, and then you see you're just in this gray, misty area.
Oh.
You see the old man. Is this how you wanted it to end?
Not sure.
All right.
Is it over?
Not for you.
Oh.
This is going to be painful. It'll be something I ask for you next time.
Sure.
All right.
You want to talk again at the crossroads sometime? It was fun.
Yeah. No, don't
We
worry.
can talk about the Hyades again.
Be seeing you. And you find yourself on the other shore next to Finnick.
I'm just standing there.
Yeah.
Holding a flask. Am I dry or wet?
Actually, you see a car driving towards the flooded area. Actually, above the flooded
It's
area.
the deputy.
No, it's an unmarked car. It's a pickup truck. You can give me an alertness check. With the scope.
Nope.
Okay, you can't see who's in it.
I'll keep it. I'll watch.
Okay. The car stops. Finnick, you recover. Give me a stand check.
Sputter.
You nearly died.
I'm adapted to helplessness. Does that help me at all?
No, this is violence. You almost died.
Okay. I had. Yeah.
Did you make it? Okay. Yeah. Well,
Oh, good. 43 out of 58.
just don't think about it.
Is that another box on violence?
No, you make it, so you don't lose any sand. Wait, did you fail or did you succeed?
I succeeded.
So no sand loss.
All right.
Because it was a near-death experience, but you didn't die. Or you made your check. So no sand check. You see Zinjenko on the opposite shore.
Again, am I dry or wet?
You're actually dry. Yeah.
I'm drinking from the flask, perfectly dry. Just like, hey! Like nothing's wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
you're dry physically, but not internally.
Not spiritually, yeah. This is both of you hear a truck.
Oh, fuck. Put the flask back up. Mint drop.
The
Oh,
truck
fuck.
stops.
Okay,
And
Altoid.
you see someone get
Sandy.
out. You can give me one more alertness check.
Oh, make that one.
It looks like a man. No, very young, like teenager or something like that. You're not sure.
Well, it's not the guy from the gas station, is it?
No, definitely not him.
Like,
He stops and gets something out of the bed of the pickup truck.
what is it?
You can't tell.
I'm
Some kind of
watching
machine.
like I don't like. So if like you haven't touched anything that's an issue, you shouldn't have.
He puts the
touched it.
machine on the ground, starts like adjusting it. What are you gonna do?
Like, I'll watch him. Like,
Okay, you're just watching him.
like, I'm not gonna blow the guy away
Okay, sure.
yet.
All right, you two. You hear the truck, and then it stops over the water.
Especially if these guys.
You two are like recovered.
Are we within what? Like,
Yeah, you can be stand check for
Yeah.
nearly down.
Besides, yeah,
Alright.
like, you know,
Black.
you guys know that I'm walking.
No, I did not
on
make it,
Overwatch.
but
Give me
I'm
the
now
high
near to
sign.
violence.
Give me the high sign if you want me to.
Yeah, 3 stand.
It's a break point.
My
All right.
broken body can't do
Well,
that anymore.
that stands to reason.
So, after this, though, it's violence and helplessness are not a problem.
Yeah,
So,
That's not a good
we'll
thing.
deal with it. We'll deal with it. You're kind of a mess right now.
oh god, yes.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last thing, Finnick, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to go to where I thought I heard the truck because
You get up. You walk up above the culvert. You see the truck is about 1,000 feet away. It's just down where it actually is about. You guess would be about where the gate is. It's above where the gate is.
oh, okay.
There's someone there, having put a machine on the ground and is messing with it.
We'll go up to it.
So you're walking.
Yeah.
All right. As you're walking, you start hearing a humming sound.
Okay.
You don't hear the humming sound. You're far.
I know. I'm still like. He's like, give me the high. Like, give me the high sign if you want me to take the shot.
You don't hear that because you're
Waterlogged.
Yeah, it's waterlogged or washed off.
Yeah.
So,
Or like, give me a wave if you can still hear me. Fuck.
all right. So you're just walking.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I said, hey, if I see him drop or get killed or something, like, oh, probably should kill this guy then.
Okay, so you're not going to do anything.
No.
Okay. The humming's getting louder.
Excuse me.
The guy, the
teenager. You can tell now it's a teenager. Someone skinny kid, 16, 17, looks up briefly at you and goes back looking at the machine. So you're running?
Yes.
All right, give me athletics.
With squishy water squishing out of your shoes.
Oh. Yes, barely.
Okay. So you get within there. You see again. It's a teenager. He's got some weird ass machine. It looks like a bunch of random crap from the junkyard all strewn together. But it's emitting. It's clearly emitting the sound. You see crackling of energy from it.
Well, yeah, you know I'm on Overwatch here.
What do you do?
What are you doing?
All right. Then there's just. And then there's kind of like an implosion sound. There's just this wave of energy that kind of knocks you on your ass. Give me a Sancha. No. All right, it's just one sanity. Unnatural. You feel it too. You feel sick at the pit of your stomach. It's like you're falling in free fall for a moment, and you just kind of. So you give me sand check as well. You can also see some sort of crackle of energy.
I make it.
Okay. The kid just falls over, slumps over. A minute later, you hear the water stop rushing.
Okay.
And then
At this point, I'm like, fuck, I'm heading over there.
Okay, you head over there. What do you do? The machinery, it looks fried, melted. It's you can feel the heat from it.
Not salvageable.
No.
Check the kid's pulse.
He's alive.
Okay.
He starts coming to.
What the hell did you do, kid?
He looks at. Where am I? Where am I? He looks at. Why am I? What is this? Am I in the desert? Why am I here? What's going on? Where's my family? Where are my parents? Mom, Dad, oh God, where am I? He starts crying, blubbering.
Kid, what's your name?
Michael?
Michael what?
Michael Grunning? Why am I? Where am I? What's going on? Why do you have a gun?
Michael?
Yeah, where are you from?
From Fargo, North Dakota.
Huh.
Oh, well,
You've been driving for a while, bud.
What?
you're in California, kid.
What? All right, that's where the scene ends.
Should we go deal like they might still be alive?
You find their bodies.
Like, oh no.
They necks broken, just battered across rocks.
Quite dead.
Well,
So, dead, drowned.
Aaron, I'm sorry. Bill, I'm extra sorry. That's
Yeah.
fine. Once with fire, once with water.
Oh yeah.
Androsi shows up. This is your last complication. Are you going to try and induct him into the program, or kill him,
Either one of you want to take him
or
up as a
try
character?
and get out of town with the corpses?
Hey, kid, want to see a dead body? I'm out of it, so fuck. I might as well try.
what the hell?
My family.
Let's try to recruit him.
All right. Do either of you have persuade?
No.
I do, but I'm crazy.
Oh no, you should. I'll let you roll this in full.
If you succeed on this, I will take his character for the next time.
All right. What was it?
Reroll
it? Okay.
Yeah.
32.
All right.
And Rosie, this is very important. We need your help. Are you tired of living in this shithole day-to-day life out in the desert? Do you want a better paying job, adventure, excitement, and not having to worry about some stoner kid playing fucking horseshoes?
All right.
It's like,
I want to remember my parents. Can you help me remember my parents?
No, imagine this deputy's like, it's everything I've ever wanted. Yes.
So he helps you cover up the bodies. Your two agents die in a car crash, and you die of a heart attack officially.
A very wet
or
heart
brain
attack.
aneurysm. Sorry,
Very wet brain aneurysm.
like, dude is like, his ribs were crushed. It was like he thrashed a lot.
or a brain aneurysm causing him to fall off the balcony of his 10-story hotel room
Into a pool.
into a pool.
That's where all the water.
Did I die like driving off the
That's
pier?
where all the
Something
pre-Cambrian
like that.
seawater came from.
We're over a bridge into a lake. So
Onto some bullets.
Michael Grunning is a normal 17-year-old high school student from Fargo, North Dakota, who disappeared a few days ago. And
Fugue state.
it was reported in the news, and but it kind of disappears.
Yeah. It's like this kid just said where it was a fugue state.
Apparently.
No, recruit him into the special access program.
Yes! He's child labor!
So, no one
Interns.
And the T-Rex is still eroding in the waste.
Well, it's not a T-Rex. It's not that big.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was Future Perfect 1. Questions, comments, suggestions?
What was the thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, spoilers.
I mean, unless it's is it a mythos monster or is
It
it?
is a Monolophosaurus.
This is not going to come back to bite us at all.
It is taller than a person, about 15 feet long,
Yeah, David.
and has feathers. It can sprint nearly 25 miles an hour for short distances.
But I bet you I know what.
Actually, it was there, but you failed to see each other. So
Like ships in the night.
And as soon as it saw the torrents, like, no.
yeah,
You know
no.
what? Well, I wish could we just locked eyes and acknowledge each other as predators and just nodded to each other.
You were like hummingbirds that had also
So,
never
would it be more spoilers on there, like with the teenager and the explanation of...
There is. Oh, do you want the kind of explanation of that?
I'm kind of curious if nobody
Lizard
else...
man.
Yeah.
The teenager?
Controlled by telepathic time travelers and forced to do things just like every leader of the company.
Yeah, he was possessed by the Great Race. The Yithians.
So you basically makes like...
I didn't say
not-
The
I could
teenager.
have sworn there was a lizard man involved.
That was Hunt.
Oh,
Hunt
yeah.
was a lizard man? See, I thought Hunt would
Yeah,
be
the teenager you found at the
okay.
end was possessed by a Yithian.
Okay.
Hunt was clearly a serpent person.
Like Lemurian or...
No, serpent person. Serpent person.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Lemurian is more like a Yeti,
Okay. So,
but not quite.
Yeah. So
They have 3 eyes inside
yeah, there's several other future perfect scenarios that explore this further. It could be a mini campaign, but next week we'll definitely do Observer Effect.
They're all super rocks fall. Everyone dies.
Like, oh my god,
If you hadn't critically failed,
dude! I'm still alive.
like each phase of the cube had a different result for it, and I just like you wrote since you're rolling a 99. What is the worst one? Oh, the one where if they fail zone check, they instantly die.
that's
There
fair.
are other ones where like the room gets like to 140 degrees, but you have multiple checks to get out of that one, and then several ones in which the tunnel collapses. And
Dude,
there's
sure,
one where you close it. If you also took the other 2 cubes out, you would have just done it. So if you just said, "I'm going to take the cubes out," it would have worked.
But we've done what I wanted to do to begin with.
But he failed his unnatural check.
And I said, I got this, bro, and you didn't say no.
Yeah.
No, it should
my
have been
fault, actually.
There should have been
That's
a T-Rex.
No, it wouldn't have. Like,
It wouldn't have
T-Rex.
fit through the culvert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could
But
have.
in-
Where's the gate?
A T-Rex could have possessed one of us.
And I like that
Except
he
a
was...
velociraptor.
Well, I like that you ended this.
bait.
I have such sights to show.
Yeah.
Actually, the worst thing would have been if one of you fuckers had actually gone through the cave.
I was about to.
What
Because
was on it? What was on the other side?
Aren't you only
well,
allowed
I would
to do
actually
that
would've
if
been
you
rolled.
have hepatitis C?
it could have. There were actually several time periods you could have gone to. None of the thing is the great thing about it is that every time you enter the gate, the next person's thing goes in several seconds. Like the way it works is you can never return from it, and anything you throw won't show up because it will show up. Let me read the description of it. Basically, it's a one-way trip. There's actually several pages of like how your character dies horribly.
Because it's a Detweiler scenario.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's not like
Good point.
you go there and you die. Let's see here. There's a major problem with clever agents may attempt to rescue trapped agents by throwing supplies, a rope, or some other rescue device. There's a major problem with this, though. Since the last shift 2 years ago, due to the non-Euclidean nature of the gate, every breach in the time period occurs several milliseconds before the last. Agents on the far side will never see another breach. They represent the last and only breach into that time period. Previous breaches will never catch up. So
Nice.
those fools are enough to step through. So yeah, you never get a chance to get through.
Unless you
It
what if you tied something to yourself?
would have been severed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's life in the Jurassic and life in the Cambrian. Life in the Jurassic, you could survive for a day or two before diseases kill you, or you can get eaten by something very large. Or in the Cambrian, you get killed by radiation after a few hours.
Yeah.
So, it was really bad.
So that's what the radiation pulses were. It was
Yeah.
like that opening on the Cambrian and like, holy fuck. So,
Yep. Plus, those cubes are super radioactive. Because they're not natural. But yeah, it was.
Strange double gold.
Yeah, radioactive gold. It's triple gold. Triple the isotopes.
How many McDucks worth of gold was that?
1 mega cancer, apparently. So.
You know, that's worth 100 standard cancers.
I know. Feel lucky if you get that.
All right, so next week we'll do observer effect. Yeah.
Is that what you get from handling palladium books, mega cancer?
With that very serious note, I'm sorry, Dennis, if ending on this, but yeah, we'll talk to you guys like that.
Bye.